I'm back. And I'm late. So listen. I really, do I have my audio? Hello? Rip. Mother trucker. You're so close, EJ. Hello? Is that better? My audio is hot as hell. That's okay. We'll do our best. Hello. It's good to see everybody. Well, if you're new here, sometimes I'm late. By sometimes I mean if the day ends in Y, I'm probably late. All right. Yes, late night live stream, kind of late. Halvesy late. What am I doing with my life? Hello. Where's my pedal? I know. DC, why didn't you get ready? I was doing my best. I was doing my best. Hello, squirrels, Neurokin, and new viewers to the channel. DC here, your your resident autistic MLM dropout, and y'all, we're gonna talk again about the Neweva launch. We did it the other day, you know, when they were telling us, oh my god, don't you want to be on the very first Zoom call? And we sure did. Even when they sent us the wrong Zoom link, we sure did. It's a cluster. It's giving startup chaos meets pyramid scheme rebrand energy in the worst way possible. Do we love it? We hate it. I'm like, is my audio on? In this live stream, with that I know, I was like, I'm gonna react to it. No, we are all reacting to it. It's gonna be as we've seen before, some of the biggest names in the industry, or former big names, but because they haven't really started back up in the industry other than what they've been peddling in their Zoom calls. So former big names in the industry, John Melton, Margie Aliprandi, etc. They lost their contract with Modere, along with every other Modere rep on the planet, and they are now pushing a shiny new people-first company that just so happens to be run by them. Weird how that works, John. We've got all the classic MLM manipulation tactics, vague product claims, about, you know, your friendly neighborhood peptides. Oh wait, doesn't Make Wellness sell those? Oh, sorry, they're starting a blood feud with Justin Prince, and I guess we're here for it. Heartstring pulling rants about family and control, and compensation plan, basically copy and pasted from Modere. It's so close. It's so close to you know, being a Canva resume, but no shade to Canva. I mean, we do love a good Canva moment. So if you've ever wondered how MLM leaders bounce from collapse to rebirth in under a week and make it sound like divine intervention, you're in the right place. Grab your kazoos, your lint rollers, and your critical thinking hats, and oh, I should have worn mine. Dang it! It's time to dissect the launch of Nueva. I say like the downward hill launch, but that's okay. I'm like, where's my outro? I mean, my intro. Like, we're not done with the stream yet. DC, how long have you been doing this for? 3 years. I'm still new. There it is. Let's go.
I just can't let you go. Lord knows that I've tried to. You said I was the only one. No one likes being lied to. You made this mess and left me with the pieces. Now I wanna burn all the bridges between us. I've been stuck
Sorry, we're cutting it short because I was late. Hello. It was a bop. It really is a bop. Is it as much of a bop as our original kazoo intro? Probably not, but it's a close second. It's a close second. Also, I saw y'all being naughty in the chat. Cal number 1. 12 months? The kazoo is kazooing. Let me do moving on up and then I'm gonna do Star Wars. Oh no. Where's my audio? I have a new audio for the 24 month. Never mind.
Well, we're moving on up to the side, to a deluxe apartment in the sky.
Yes, the only rhythm I have is my windshield wipers, so please do not make fun of me, and if you do, then do it when I'm not looking. Nobody move a muscle. I'll tell you a story in a second. Also, Star Wars. Oh no, do I not have it? You were so close. I reset my board and I didn't add all the sound bites back. Rip. Cal, give me a second and I'll start the Zoom call up and then I will find the Star Wars and I will do a double thank you midstream. Jen is being naughty in the chat, gifting 5 DC memberships. Thank you so much. Now I saying that, as I was listening to Dave Simony, whatever, on Aaron's stream last night, I'm like, oh my god, I'm talking about myself in a third person. And now I regret every time I say, oh my god, gifted, whatever DC memberships. I'm like, thank you for gifting memberships. New squirrels, welcome to Illyria.
Horatio Gold, headmaster.
Chaotic tonight.
So very pleased to meet you. So very, very pleased.
Hello, sir. Heard you wanted to see me.
I'd like to say welcome. Welcome to Illyria. Welcome, 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 welcome to Illyria. I just wanted to have you in to say welcome.
Listen, if y'all don't do a bunch of puns in the chat, I really am going to be disappointed. I'm not going to be mad. I'm going to be disappointed in everyone. I'm trying to find who the new members are to welcome you. Welcome Welcome Stormy. Welcome Brooke. Welcome Jennifer. Welcome Sassy and Glassy. And welcome Samantha. Welcome to Illyria. Here's the Discord link. I'm back from dog sitting. I miss Knox. Although I am happy to be in my space, here's the story. While I'm telling you a very off-topic story, let me know what your highs and lows are. If you don't know what a high and a low is, live chat will show you. We don't do toxic positivity. We share what was a high, what was a low. And you can find a high and a low regardless of whatever mental, valley or hill you're on. So here's the story. And Jen and some of y'all already know this. My table was wobbly as hell. I know y'all knew because it would look like I was experiencing an earthquake, but I don't live where there's earthquakes. Anyways, so there were these metal dining table legs on Amazon, and they were like $50 off. So, and they're like squares, okay? And they're solid. I mean, it barely shakes now. It still shakes a little bit, but it's very solid now. That being said, after I got home from having an awful dentist appointment, well, it wasn't great. I was surprised about the work that was being done on my mouth, and so that was the awful part. I got home from the gym, and I was like, I'm putting my new legs on my desk, and then I'm going to stream. And I don't want any help. The new legs are like half an inch taller than my old IKEA legs. I got both of my IKEA kids tables off of Facebook Marketplace. That's neither here nor there. As you can see, the issue, I could not just doing it by myself. If they had been the same height, I would have slid the new leg, the new kind of rectangular square thing underneath but to the side of the old legs. Then I would unscrew the legs and I would kind of knock them out, and the table would rest on the new stuff. But because the new ones are a little bit taller, it didn't go as easy as I thought it was going to go. But here we are. I didn't get crushed by my desk, and we're ready to stream. So my high is my desk. My low is the dentist. Health isn't in the best place, and I had little sleep. Oh no, high, played outside in the rain. That's adorable, Jess. Low, oh no, broke the zipper on my boots this morning. High, the new boots I ordered last week arrived. That's pretty incredible. Coconuts, hello. High, I'm almost done crocheting a super cute crop top. Low, I have to weave in all the ends. I hate that. Although I did learn how to do, side note, squirrel trail. The granny squares, I'm trying to use up yarn. I've been on this mission to like only be less of a maximalist than I usually am and clear out some of the yarn. It's yarn that I can't really touch, so either I'm going to have to put a waffle blanket on the back of it or just give the squares away to somebody else. Anyways, I Googled / YouTubed how to do a seamless join with a needle. It's great. It's super great. Low, executive dysfunction is real. Hey, I'm also autistic, and it hit me today. I'm so sorry to hear that. I had a meltdown at the dentist office. I was texting Jessica, and my mom had to come sit back with me, and then the dentist was like, we'll take it. We'll do 10 seconds at a time. And I said, thank you so much. And they said, why are you shaking? I said, because I'm scared. Oh, you don't need to feel that way. I'm like, I mean, tell me something more helpful. Tell me something more helpful. Your nails slap, Jen. They're so good. Low, allergies. Allergies are the worst. High, worked from a hammock this afternoon. Low, feel the scratch in my throat. And know I'm catching a cold. I hate that. You know what's the worst? In the category of catching a cold, when you catch a cold right before your birthday, like the day before or the morning, two worst things. Like the morning of your birthday party and you catch a cold, or the night before you go on a trip and you catch a cold. Second worst thing, day of your birthday party, you have like a crick in your neck and you are in physical pain the entire time that you're supposed to be having fun. Also, second worst thing, going on vacation and getting a crick in your neck. Crick? Is it crick? I don't know. There's a bug. Have y'all seen the video that I did? I recorded it and there was a bug that I had to kill mid recording and I didn't delete it out of the recording. I'm sure that's why my channel is doing so well. I'm kidding. I saw floofs this week. Low, too low. Oh no. Baklava? Why are y'all eating snacks without me? Alright. Raise your hand in the chat if you know what Nueva is, other than the exact translation of that word to Spanish. Other than that, let me know if you know what Nueva is. Do you need a little bit of the lore in a roundabout squirrely way? If you don't, cool, because we can just get right into it. If you do, let me know. Showing my friend the 2 baby black vultures. Oh my god. Can you put a picture in Discord? Hi, I had time to make pork chops for lunch. Low, it was so late tonight to eat said pork chops. Oh, rip. Secondary, hi. No need to bring lunch tomorrow. Let's go, Tori. Off to lurk. Have a good dinner making sesh. Get right into it and just watch the other video. Listen, I put a timestamp in the other video. Right when my face goes from despair to like, holy shit, we got let into the Zoom call. All right? TLDR, Modere closed. Fuckery's afoot. There's a blood feud, and we're gonna look at another Zoom call tonight. And there's way more health claims It's going to keep us warm at night. The dumpster fire is, of course. Okay, great. Everyone knows. Everyone knows. Replay crew, watch the first video. I mean, people need to watch the other video. That it literally does, yeah. But wouldn't it be Nuevo if it was in Spanish, or is it an adaptation? Listen, don't rain on John Melton's parade, okay? He's really excited about the name. Oh, Nuevo. Well, it wouldn't that be the feminine or the? Isn't there like masculine / neutral? Am I overthinking this? I know Nuevo is rip. If you speak Spanish, let me know. Hold on. Nueva? Oh, guess what? There's already a Nueva school. John Melton literally doesn't know what he's doing. Literally, rank 1 on Google, Nueva school. It's a MLM product, so of course it's a cure for everything. Yeah. My dad was asking, Xcal, my dad, we used to stream a lot more together, and now it's like I'm trying to set up. It was easier to stream together when I was using my kitchen table from my house as my stream table so that he and I could sit next to each other. Now I have my second Facebook Marketplace child's table, so we can set it up side by side. I was explaining to my father, Xcal, who is also the adopted dad of many of y'all in the chat. I was trying to explain to him Modere, and my dad already knew Modere had closed. And so I said, "But do you know all the details?" And he said, "No." So I was explaining to him the deal, and he said, "What do you mean they don't have products?" I said, "They don't have products." He's like, "Well, what are they going to sell?" And I said, "Whatever cures any health claim that anybody has." And he's like, "Well, who's that target market?" And I said, "Everyone." And he said, "So you're telling me that they're just recruiting right now? There's no business set up. There's no product. Like, what else is there?" I said, "Hopes and dreams, pal. This is as bad as Fix for SEO. Yeah. TLDR, John Melton magically started a new MLM within 48 hours of Modere closing with no prior planning." See, Jessica can like condense stuff, and I'm like, how much can I stretch this out? Not intentionally, but my soul just loves being long-winded. Masculine, feminine, but when naming things, we use the masculine. So why did they? So interestingly enough, there's something called the Nueva School. And I don't know where it's located, but it's Nueva School versus Nueva y Nuevo. Wait, I'm reading this in my bad. In English. My bad. New versus new. Ash Trevino, is that you? Masculine form. Nuevo is the masculine form, while Nueva is the feminine form. The appropriate form depends on the gender of the noun it modifies. For example, feminine noun, computer door. Okay. So why would an MLM be okay? What is multi-level marketing in Spanish? Marketing and is it feminine or masculine? Oh my god. John and them didn't listen. We did this like in 2 seconds. So y'all are saying, okay, feminine, masculine. And then I was like, okay, well, multi-level marketing. What's multi-level marketing in Spanish? Okay, is multi-level marketing in Spanish feminine or masculine? Guess what? It's masculine. So it should have been Nuevo. Oh my god. Oh? Who's marketing over there? Oh, guess what? Nadia? Melton, John Melton's wife, they're like, oh my God, Nadia's saying Nueva just sounds amazing. That's why we're going to name the company that. Hello? We thought it was a joke. I know y'all probably have already had this question, but like, oh, they've already got kind of a logo, a type logo on YouTube. Hi, Amy. They just named it for vibes though. But like someone's gonna look at it, right? I'm trying to fix my mic. I'm having issues. Is that new? No. Oh, shoulda, coulda, woulda. Yep. I'm sorry for starting this mess. No, I mean, I'm here for it. Truly, I'm here for it. Also, we only have one monitor because I didn't set up my other monitors, but we're just gonna have it over here. Gonna pat myself on the back. Don't worry, I won't throw my shoulder out. I did already put our logical fallacies in the stream deck. DC, just get on with it. I'll timestamp the start of the stream later. Guess how many logical fallacies there are in this call. It's under 100, okay? It's 33 minutes. It's under 100 logical fallacies. Give me a guess. But it has to be strong and feminine. Oh, got it. An item or inanimate object is nuevo. So because it's multi-level with recruiting, it's feminine. Oh, it's inspired. But someone's going to say that, and I'm guessing the people they're going to exploit, just like Herbalife, potentially are going to be some of our beloved minority communities, and they may have questions. Oh, you're lower. I was like, Jessica, I built that up too much. It's lower than 50. It's lower than 50. 3.14. And it's not, unfortunately, it's not 606. That would be amazing, but it's not that. I'll put it live chat over here. That sounds like a great idea. I need to get Star Wars for Cal. Display. No, I do not want to do this. I'm going to put live chat. No, I'm going to put live chat right there. Sorry, I'm chaotic tonight. Thank you for bearing with me. 33. No, but good guess, Shelby. Close, B-bomb. Wait. Jess? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Jess, you got it. Jess wins. Kazoo's in the chat for Jess. I was going to play Funeral March, but don't worry. Oh, let's get down to business. Demon Lawyer. Well, no. What? Subscribe for more adulterated Disney content. I'm putting the video up. Save. Quit. I almost just quit Ecamm. Oh, this is pretty chaotic, DC. I know. It's on brand for us, okay? Oh. We're gonna put the video. I did take out the pauses and I did take out the filler words. There was 400 pauses and there was only 64 filler words, so rip. It wasn't that good. Download. Now, Courtney Shortney, when we take out her filler words and pauses, it's magical. Danielle! What? Where's Dora? Please hold. We're gonna get Dora right now. Oh my god, I won my curling playoffs for my league. sharing some of your winnings. Thank you so much. I'm going to share Dora with you. Hold on. You mean Dora the Explorer? Yes, of course. Where's my audio? We did it.
We did it! We did it! We did it! Yay! Always team up. We did it! Yay! Woo! Hooray! We did it!
Apologies for Nightbot. Gary Young is haunting the stream. By Gary Young, I mean it's probably my mistake, so please, I don't know, pretend to kick Nightbot in the shins, because that's what I'm doing right now. Sorry. Sorry, sorry, sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm doing my best. April streams 4/17. Where did I put it? On the desktop? Mother trucker. Wait. What?
Excited to hang out with you along with
Oh, I resaved over it. Sorry. We found it. It was in the first place I thought it was, so. Oh my god. I'm like smiling like, we're ready to go. We are not ready to go. No, you're literally gonna do this. Can I go full screen? Why are you ruining my life? Chrome wouldn't do this to me, honestly. Oh.
site.
Talk amongst yourselves. Yeah, the opening to this stream is longer than the whole video we're gonna react to. Okay. Excellent. And then is this set up? So close. I'm not mad about that. Pedal. Me. Is it this? No. Oh my god. Just a screen. Me. Please hold. We were doing something the other day. Yes. We are merely preparing for the chaos and the fallacies. Indeed. Oh, God. Maybe it's not Gary Young, but the ghost of Arbonne founder. What? Number one, how do you pronounce this? Okay. We're ready. Her face, though. They're married to each other. Not that that matters. I feel like I'm the opening of, like, reality TV. They're married to each other. But then there's gonna be this plot twist midstream where they're all gonna realize they hate the idea of starting their own multi-level marketing company. When will the blood feud begin? Yes. You can thank Premiere Pro for that. Do I just need to pull up my notes? Maybe. We don't know. Chat GPT. Why did I do this? Because I had little time, and so we had to pull up all of the fallacies real fast. I did. I definitely. Never mind. What is happening? DC, why are we having a meltdown? I don't know. Quit. New? Okay. Oh! Okay. What? What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here? Oh my god. I'm just gonna reopen Chrome. Oh, you did test my wallpaper? Oh, their wallpaper? Whose wallpaper are we talking about? Okay. I'm sorry. It's not, the stream isn't over, you know? The other day it took 24 minutes to start. Maybe? No, I don't want to restore pages. Okay. We're back. We're back halfway. I do not know what's happening. I definitely do not know what's happening. I promise. Oh, I'm not a cat. I promise that it's worth it to hear the logical fallacies. I'm literally not quitting it any time. No, you've lost your chance. Chrome, you've lost your chance. You're in timeout with Nightbot. Do y'all want to know what we will... Oh, y'all can vote, since I've ruined our time. Do y'all want to react to Kenley's training graphic design roast? Well, she's not roasting graphic design, we would. Or would you want me to do a recorded video? I vote live react. Coming in for a live. Y'all haven't missed anything. Okay. I'm humming Let's Get Down to Business in my head, which is why I'm bopping left to right, because I cannot windshield wipe right now. I don't know where it is. That's okay. We'll figure it out. We'll just guess together. That's the last time I'm doing that before stream. Where the hell is it? I must have put it in the wrong place. Found it. No, I didn't. Mother trucker. I know I'm in the wrong. Okay. Don't get on a side quest. What's okay? We won't get on a side quest. We're fine. We know what logical fallacies are. My logical... Oh, my audio. I don't know how to fix that. Here. I'll bump it up to that. I think that says... I'm getting dirty audio, so I think that's as much as I can do it tonight. I will adjust my soundboard. I'm just getting really dirty audio right now, so I don't want to... I'm kind of on the cusp of being overstimulated, so I bumped it up a little bit. Yeah, it's just people who don't have a YouTube Premium. It goes from my audio to like super loud ad audio, so that's why. 13 months? 1 month post Golden Kazoo. Thank you so much. We'll just moving on up. Real quick. To the side, to a Hopefully that is okay. I bumped it up a smidgen. Oh, I'll just... Is that better? Okay. I'll do my best. I will do my best. Okay. Alright. Can we do this? Sure can't.
Excited to hang out with you along with these amazing
Dear God.
rock stars who we are also so grateful to call like the amazing besties friends ever. And we're excited to talk to you guys about, gosh, what we've been doing. Like John had
There's edits. We've taken out the pauses. We've taken out the filler words. It's going to look like I've edited them. I have, but not for like the awful content we're about to watch.
had shared, it's crazy. We feel like we've been like going 90 miles an hour and feel like it's like been 4 or 5 months. And then we realize it's been day 5. So, but that just shows you like how much can happen in just a couple of days. And a lot of you guys I've had a chance to meet, whether it's on social media or wherever. And some of you guys, maybe a friend of yours invited you on and said, hey, you got to take a look at this. And they were excited. And here you are. And you're like, what the heck is even happening? I have to tell you, we're still kind of a little bit like, what the heck is happening? But we are fired up to be here. All of us leaders that are here today that you're going to get a chance to hear from, we've all been in this amazing profession of network marketing for a long time, 20 plus years. And so combined, long time. And we've had the opportunity to actually work together for, gosh, some of us the last 7, 8 years, some of us the last 13 years here inside of actually our project.
Now, there's no clicking in between. I know it's going to get a little bit, we're going to get a little bit used to them just going because we don't have any time to waste. I'm just trying to do one more thing. Hotkey. Space bar. Let's try that. Stream Deck is unable to trigger hotkeys. Why is my life being ruined right now? Just kidding. See, you too can stream and fight multi-level marketing or do whatever you'd like to. You probably certainly would not have as many as I have. Let's try it now.
Company as of
Yes!
Friday, which is still weird to say, but we're so excited about just what's kind of transpired together.
Savannah, have y'all subscribed to Savannah yet? The queen herself. Well, in the spirit of non-royalty, because that probably stands for everything Savannah's against. It's our Baskin Robbins savant and OG multi-level marketing, crime fighting, non-boss babe. Poor Ramathy.
We looked at, when we all first started working together with our prior company, one of the things, guys, that was really our...
You'll notice this. They will do this every single time. Oh my God, our former company, you've been terminated for 5 days. Just say, hey, by the way, Modere, no money left. We didn't get paid. We decided to start our own multi-level marketing company. Just say the name. You're not going to get sued. They're out of business. They don't have the money to sue you, in my opinion. Now I'm saying Ramathy for the rest of my life.
Hard is that we knew that the model was broken inside of network marketing. We knew there was things.
Oh, now you know the models? Oh my God. We're like 12 seconds in. Now you know? Now you know? This is bullshit and appeal to bullshit and honor broken waffles. They have never, ever, 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 to my knowledge, ever talked about any part of it being broken. But now that they're starting their new venture, oh my God, the model was awful and we were just making hundreds of thousands of dollars a month, but we knew it wasn't really helping the people that we were stepping on so we could have a plushy bank account. Ma'am, eat a Snickers. What the hell? Raymothy is possibly the accomplishment I am most proud of. Melissa, 100%. I'm like, that can't be their appeal to authority. That cannot be it.
Things that needed to get fixed. There was a lot of what I call gotchas and black holes, and things that really cause people to not have success. And so
this is making me so angry. It's not making me angry what she is saying. The story I'm telling myself about her is that she's a hypocrite. Because she's never said this before. She certainly was happy to make a lot of money when she was in Modere. And now that she's out of Modere, she's saying something different because she wants to recruit people. And I feel angry. I feel angry about this fuckery. Awesome. How is it possible? I mean, they have 2 days left to ship their product out. They said on the live stream that the Zoom call that we crashed live, which I love that we got to do that. We're going to ship this out in a week. What? A week? If they ship it out in a week, Tony Van Schoik just needs to retire at this point. She really does.
we really worked hard over the years of really kind of creating a new model for the network marketing profession. And I have to tell you, like, we figured.
Here are the chicken nuggets, the Chicken Nugget Council. What were those? In Lord of the Rings, it's going blank. The 9. Was it the 9? The guys on the horses, and they were like why am I going blank? Y'all Lord of the Rings fans know what I'm talking about. There was like 9 of them, and they were kind of chasing. The story was, I'm trying to give y'all context for y'all who've watched the movie. It's kind of I'm embarrassing my father so much right now. Anyways, we're a few short of the Nazgul. Thank you so much. I'm just embarrassing myself. Yes, the Nazgul. We're like short a few Nazgul. Thank you. Thank you so much. Rhinoceros, kudos for you. Did someone steal your name, Johnny boy? The real John Melton, as opposed to the pretend John Melton. Also, John, can you just, for the love of Zoom, can you just turn your phone sideways? Y'all, someone reach out to Rick. Not really. This is a joke. Make sure Rick's okay. Rick's face is like, oh my God, what have I done? Or maybe he's just grumpy that he gave up his law career to do multi-level marketing. We don't know. Rick looks like he's going to make a hostage video. Also, can we just appreciate that he has cropped himself between some sort of light switches, but one is, he's not exactly in the center, number one. Number two, you can see only a little bit of one light switch, and you can see a lot more of the other light switch. You're welcome. I'm sorry for ruining the stream for everyone. Also, doesn't Margie look like the lady from Law and Order SVU? The detective who is Rick? He was a top leader in Schmodere. I'm sorry. An ex-top leader. I don't remember what his last name is, but Aaron knows. Rick looks like, we talked about it in the last live stream on this. I just want John to calm his brows. There are lots of screenshots where they're like unhappy. Yes. Thank you, Rhinoceros. Rhinoceros knows all of the references I'm trying to make, but I'm nervous, so I cannot access any parts of my brain. Y'all know.
It out. You know what I mean? Like we figured it out in a big way and we put the points on the board and all of us combined
Becca?
did billions of dollars in sales. And unfortunately, things kind of changed for us last.
Listen, Olivia Benson would never. Can you imagine Olivia Benson doing like an anti-MLM promo video? That would be incredible. You know, it'd be great. You know, if she does those, you know, when you can pay celebrities to send you like a little video. If we did her, if we got her to give us an anti-MLM video, I vote yes.
Friday and
Rick Teague, Vanessa, thank you so much. The top leader you're likely referring to is Rick Teague, who, along with his wife Michelle, achieved the highest rank at Modere, known as Elite 3. It almost sounds like a top-tier Scientology rank. Michelle is giving me Kayla Nagara. Yep. Yeah, Andrea, I'm glad live chat's great at helping even, especially me out, because I'm like, oh yeah, why am I so nervous? Also, I can't remember anything. And live chat knows all the things, knows all the lore. Most of the people in live chat have been here longer than I've been in anti-MLM. I was in Young Living Essential Oils, and I got out April 2022. Oh my God, it's my anniversary month of getting out. 3 years on the 24th. We're going to have a party. By a party, I mean we're probably just going to play some sound bites. Cameo. See, why am I even here? Live chat, take over the stream. I'll just be sitting in the audience. Ah. ChatGPT comes in for the win. You, David. Y'all have to go watch Aaron's video.
you know, we know.
Different. There is also a Royal Crown Diamond in Young Living, who is a Teague as well. Lots of the Teagues. There's many Teagues in. That would be such a good stream. Look up every single Teague in multi-level marketing, because there's at least 3 top tiers in different MLMs. Olivia Benson would be saving a woman who was stuck in an MLM cult. Mila, yes. I totally get that, DC. I have an entire degree in linguistics, but if someone asks me what a noun is, my mind will go blank and I forget absolutely everything I've ever learned. Yep, it's terrifying.
That there's a lot of things that are happening in the profession, and we know that there's kind of a lot of movement, and you know, people are just looking for a better way to do business. And so we just said, you know,
yeah, are they looking in multi-level marketing? Oh, I'm sorry, you're shaming multi-level marketing even though you're going to make a multi-level marketing company. Gotcha. Y'all, if you're new to the anti-MLM space, network marketing, the same as multi-level marketing. Within reason. It's direct selling is the big umbrella that sales lives under, meaning you sell something to somebody else. If that's where it stops, meaning you sell something to an actual customer, direct sales. If you sell to a customer and then you can also recruit somebody, meaning you plus another level below you would be multiple levels, hence the name multi-level marketing, meaning you and another person who sells in the company that you're a contractor with would make at least 2 levels. Melaleuca, we're looking at you. We have the, oh, I forgot to turn my lights on. We have the, thanks to Amy, we have a little homage to Melaleuca right here. It says Melaleuca is an MLM. And I will just be referencing the art all day, every day. So Melaleuca hopefully only slaps me a little bit. Please hold. Stream room. Are we gonna? Nope. My dad unplugged all of my lights. And so all the colors are wrong. Are we blue? So close. Good enough. Okay. Which light is that? Oh, there you go. Blue. Oh, it does say in our opinion. See? Look at this delightful art. I'll show it. There's also a stream where we unbox it. We gush over the we gush over it for an extended period of time. High affiliate sales is usually a Najit Kangan or master resale rights. Yep. Let's create a script for an episode of Law and Order, and we can go dun dun whatever that little pitch thing is, and we'll just make it for multi-level marketing. Is that what we say we're gonna do? Andrea, take point. I definitely, but in our opinion, to be funny, but also protective. Thank you so much, Amy. I appreciate it.
You know what? There's a lot of great things that are out there, but why can't we do it on our terms? You know what I mean?
You've been doing it on your terms all the way in Modere. You've been stepping on the people in your mid to lower tiers so you could make a lot of money. I'm sorry. I don't mean physically stepping on the mid to lower tiers. Sorry.
Like, why can't we create it the way that we want it to be done? You know, where it's, you know, all the decisions are based around the field, right? It's like, you know, one of the sayings that I am so adamant about is like, if you take care of the people take care of you. And that
Oh my God. That sounds an awful lot like Doug Wood saying, we pay the company that pays us. If you take care of the people will take care of you. You mean you and your destructive influence can convince people to buy volume from the company so that you make commission on said volume? Oh, that's not what happened. And John is going to backtrack on this. He's going to explain how many % of his downline actually sold to an actual customer later on in the video. It's almost like Modere wasn't their business. Yeah, it's almost like every single rep getting terminated on the same day before all the commissions were paid out weren't the business owners. Even though they will fight us tooth and nail on that point. Oh, it is our business. Example, Exhibit A, Modere. Exhibit Z, Modere. Modere. Body. Yes.
that's what this new company is based on, like 100% for the people. And so we're going to walk through it with you guys tonight, share with you guys our heart and our vision and where we're going. And we want to, you know, invite you to be part of it. If this is something that you're like, oh my gosh, I don't understand all of it, but you feel that tugging, let me tell you, that tugging is something real. And so we're.
Oh, is it? I thought that was destructive influence. I'm sorry. What am I thinking? What are you talking about, DC? There's destructive and there's constructive influence. There's influence everywhere. You're not going to ever run into a situation where you're going to be influence free. Maybe if you were by yourself in a room, influence can either be constructive or destructive. And most players at the top tiers of multi-level marketing are fucking about with your head and your feelings. Oh, I have a little graphic somewhere. Where is it? You know what I forgot to do? I did so much work on my laptop for all my eCam, I forgot to export it, so I have to do that later. We've got this, if you're new. We sure do have it. Hold on. Influence continuum. I was like, oh my God. So, this is not mine. This is a cult leader. We're just not gonna, it's all cited. I'm not gonna give the credits on the slide. You have constructive on the left side in the kind of a cyan color, and you have the destructive on the right side in that yellow color. It is a continuum. It's a range. So you have individual section, you have the leader section, you have the organization section. So John Melton would fall into the leader category, and John Melton's downline that he leads would be in the organization category. So John Melton and his top leaders would make the organization. individually, if you didn't have as much, like, I guess John Melton would be all three, but maybe less leadership role, you would also be on the individual column. Anyways, for example, constructive or healthy influence encourages you and your authentic self. Destructive or unhealthy influence encourages a false or cult identity. If you have a hard time accepting cult, you can also insert high control group. Another example for leaders, in the next category, on the constructive side, you have psychologically healthy. On the destructive side, you have the narcissistic psychopathic deal. We don't diagnose here, but obviously it's a continuum. You can fall on different parts of that continuum. So that's part of the BITE model. You can Google it. Live long and prosper. Oh my God. Where's your buttons, DC? I don't know. 21 months? Modere. Oh my God. I'm glad he's gone. Yep. Let's go. Thank you for being here for 21 months. Holy crap.
Well, we're moving on now to the east side, to a deluxe apartment in the sky.
Do I have? You can't play that. Star Wars Kazoo. Star Wars. Oh God.
We're just thrilled to have you participate with.
Oh my God. Star Wars is gonna boot us for that. It's okay. I'll take the song out later. Congratulations. Oh my God. Alexis. Thank you. Welcome Chewy and Rascal and Melissa A, the Seasonal Bounty, Sammy June, and Alicia. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Here's the Discord link. And we'll do this, and then we'll go back to the video.
Horatio Gold, headmaster. Hello. So very pleased to meet you. So very, very pleased.
Hello, sir. Heard you wanted to see me.
I'd like to say welcome. Welcome to Illyria. Welcome, 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 welcome to Illyria. I just wanted to have you in to say welcome.
Yeah, definitely turn on gifting, and I gift 10 memberships at the beginning of the month, so May comes around. I know the first couple days I will be gifting 10 memberships. It is random. I cannot make it not random, so mostly the rule is be happy for the live chat, and we don't have anything against you if you don't get it, if that makes sense. That probably doesn't make sense. We're not. Never mind. Y'all can look up on YouTube. All right, here we go.
This tonight.
And this is way bigger than a business tonight. This is a fresh start with fierce intention. Now you're going to see a new era of leadership. And this era of leadership that is going to speak tonight, I've had the privilege to build with them, travel the world with them, help thousands.
I am here for Rick's energy, and I know Rick is pro multi-level marketing, but like, dude, I think this is appeal to authority, and we're also coming up on bandwagon, so we'll just kind of intersperse these. I do logical fallacies on my channel. I don't do them perfectly. I did have notes. I don't have notes anymore. We're just going to do the best we can. Appeal to authority fallacy, or illegitimate authority. Arguing that something must be true because a famous person said it, even if they aren't really an expert on the matter. For example, a celebrity raves about an MLM product, so it must be a golden ticket to success. That's them kind of saying, "Brr, brr, us, it's going to be incredible, and we're all doing this together, and it's amazing." I disagree with that. And then Special pleading, I think we just finished, and then they're going to be hitting the bandwagon fallacy in a second. What is the special pleading fallacy? Making up an exception to a general rule just to protect your argument. For example, our method works for everyone, except for those too skeptical to see the magic. Let me see if I can do the instructions. Hold on. Denise, hello. Thank you for joining. I think I saw a notification. I appreciate it. I'm going to star it and we'll play Welcome to Illyria. Nightbot is going to Nightbot. Hold on. I will, you can type in allow gifted memberships YouTube and it will, let me look it up. Let me let y'all look it up and I'm going to keep playing the video. I will get distracted. It's pretty easy to find.
And thousands of people literally all over the world, and all of us combined do over $2 billion in sales. And there's so many leaders.
That was the appeal to authority. My bad.
That have raised their hand and said, I want to follow. I want to be a part of this. I want the freedom. I see the purpose. I see how this is unique. I see how this is different. And here's what I want to tell you. The most important thing tonight is we're not here to fit in. We're here to disrupt. We're here to elevate, and we're here to rise.
But you're trying to get a bunch of people in your company, so who are you asking to stand out? Oh, no, Amy. Rip, I'm coming. Yeah, definitely yell at me. I'm going. Holy moly. What am I even doing? Where's Neil? Where's Neil deGrasse Tyson? I apologize. Reading, one, is hard for me in general, and like looking at the video and reading, rough. Best of Neil deGrasse Tyson. I linked something in Discord, and it was a quote from Romeo and Juliet, and like, Juliet's the sun, and then it said like Neil deGrasse Tyson like yelling from somewhere. No, she's not. It's funny if you know who Neil deGrasse Tyson is, but I'm gonna find a good soundbite as a special. Moving on up. Where's the one? Oh.
It is a complete failure of human perception.
Wait, hold on.
Your brain can't figure it out.
Oh, hold on. I'm trying to find these.
That's why we have such a thing as science.
We have lots of really good Neil deGrasse Tyson because of Amy, so... Hold on, what is this one? Oh, human.
We have high opinions of our human biology when in fact we should not. The lowest form of evidence that exists in this world is eyewitness testimony.
Yeah, Neil is a blast. I'm cringing so hard, I have new wrinkles. Same. Oh, they blinded me with science. Let me find that one. We made a special... I hear a dog, but, corrected. They blinded me with science in honor of Amy. That was specifically made for Amy, so... Sorry for the sound levels are going to sound level tonight. Oh yeah, you have to do it on... Vanessa, you are coming in hot with all the tips. Thank you. And some branded accounts, some accounts that are branded cannot receive gifted memberships, but if you're having difficulty, do it on a computer. Or if you have an Android phone, continue as you were, or as you were. Whatever. We need to get that from Star Wars.
The person that I get a chance to introduce is what I call the most powerful woman that I know in network marketing today. Her name is Michelle Barnes. I've known her for 25, 30 years. The first company that I started with, I was 19 years old on my mom's taco truck. All of a sudden, I started hearing about Michelle Barnes in Colorado, and I was working in the Midwest in Illinois. And all of a sudden, she was making 6 figures her first year in the business. And I was just like, holy cow. And over the years, she's just compounded a track record that is absolutely fabulous. And she made so much money, but she's not going to talk about all the money she's made. She's going to talk about helping.
Why would she need to talk about how much money she's made since you already talked about it, dude? Dude?
People, growing people, giving a path for people to run on and win at a high level. So I want to introduce my friend.
Yeah, don't worry. You can't do it. When someone gifts, sometimes you see the green thing when you're on an actual computer, and you can click on the green deal and you can say allow. Sorry, I can't do this every time because I'm obviously y'all see my weakness is staying on track. So 1 second. I know I have it in Nightbot. I'll grab the link from my channel. Hold on. I'm looking for it. Hold on. Membership. It's somewhere here. Past performance does not guarantee current performance. Yes. Hello, Sparrow. How was school today? Or are you off for school? I don't know if you have the Easter weekend off. I hope you had a good time whether you were at school or you weren't. Sorry, 1 second. Nightbot. We're distracted. Continue. Continue. Commands. Oh, it's allow. Here you go. Nightbot's gonna, unless Nightbot's blocked, but Nightbot's about to put the link in the chat so you can turn it on. All right.
And the most powerful woman that I know in network marketing, Michelle Barnes.
Oh my gosh, Tony, Sarah, you guys are so freaking amazing. I love you guys. I feel so blessed and honored to be on this journey with this group of humans. And you guys just rock. I mean, we've been through a lot together over the many, many, many years. Even when we weren't in the same company, we still went through a lot where we were in each other's lives and knew of all this crazy stuff happening. And here's the thing, guys, I've been in the profession now for...
What do you mean you knew of all this crazy stuff happening? Didn't you just find out the day of? Am I not understanding what she's saying? Here's our conspiracy theory. It's a gentle one. We think that all of these leaders knew something was about to hit the fan, if not well before. And after watching Aaron's live stream last night with David Simony, you could. After he boasted and boasted and boasted how close he was with Modere's former CEO, Ozma, and that he was always going to be loyal to Ozma and the product, and that Ozma went to Amare, she got let go from Modere and went to Amare, you cannot tell me that there wasn't conversations, and I could be wrong. The story I tell myself is that David was having a chat with Ozma the entire time that she had left Modere, and that he had a heads up that shit was hitting the fan. And he and other people who knew shit was hitting the fan because Justin Prince got terminated for knowing shit was about to hit the fan, in my opinion, this is all alleged, that they decided to bide their time and get as much money out of Modere as they could until the very last second, and now all of a sudden, it's magical. They're either going to another MLM or they're starting their own. That's just in my opinion. He said she quit Modere? Oh. How was After Party Crew? Love it.
August will be 30 years full time. I started when I was 5. You do the math if you want, you know, I'll give you time. But anyway, I dropped out of law school to do this business, you know, almost 30 years ago.
She dropped out of law school 30 years ago to do multi-level marketing. You can change whatever you want to do in school. And I also find it surprising that you left that job to do multi-level marketing. You can leave the job however you want to preserve and promote your emotional well-being. I find it surprising that you can preserve and promote your emotional well-being by taking advantage, allegedly, of others. She did not quit. Oh, she got terminated. Yeah, if we're confused because they're changing the meaning of termination and, well, sorry. Every rep on the planet getting terminated because Modere went out of business. Oh my God.
And like Tony said, was blessed to make 102,000 my first year. Please don't be impressed by that. That was more to like impress upon you. Like if I can.
They say this all the time in Mary Kay. That's not to impress you. It's to impress upon you. It's something people say in MLMs more than any other space, in my opinion. But they'll say that I'm not here to boast, or they'll say I'm not here to impress you, or that's not meant to impress you. It's meant to impress upon you.
Do it as a dork that had never even had a real job and dropped out of law school to do this business and was waiting tables and bartending, then anyone.
I'm sorry. You have to be relatively, if not very intelligent to, well, you could be a good test taker. You could also be intelligent to pass the LSAT, not just pass it, but get a good enough grade that you get into law school, or you do your interviews after you bring them your LSAT grade, and then they pick you to go, like they let you in, they admit you to whatever law school you get into, which is fine, you can drop out, but I'm saying for her to say, oh, I'm a dork, I was just a bartender, like, if you're a bartender, we love you, and our sober friends in the chat, what am I trying to say? I'm being so awkward right now. Sorry, chat. Just rewind that and throw it away in the trash can. I don't like the story that she's telling. I don't think that it's telling the accurate story. I think it is convenient to the audience that she's trying to sign up. This is an opportunity Zoom. What, like it's hard? Yes. I need to get I have lots of visual sound bites coming in. Law requires so much theory and out-of-the-box thinking, though. That's true, but it means that she should know. There's so many times, like, lawyers who currently practice, they know the logical fallacies. They know, like, special pleading. They know a straw man. They know, like, those are the things that you get in trouble for when you're making your legal arguments, from what I understand. You'll hear in, like, lawyer commentary that they'll bring it up when they're saying, oh, this argument doesn't work, or this is why they're getting slapped, or whatever. Like, not actually slapped, but when their argument doesn't play in front of the judge, they will bring up logical fallacies. So Michelle, not saying, but playing this game or whatever, I'm not here for it. Oh, no, the plane is not going down. I'm just wearing my parachute because it makes me look cool.
One can do this. I had a couple things going for me. I had a desire for a freaking better life. I was sick and tired of being broke.
Oh yeah, Rick and then John Melton just disappeared. Oh, I probably should move myself. Do we want to be in the center? There we go.
sick and tired of money always being an issue. I was sick and tired of money always dictating all of my choices. And so I had a desire for a better life. There was no doubt.
You've dropped out of law school, so you are, like, college kids are normally broke, yes? I mean, other than those girls who are yelling at their moms to put money into their bank account because they wanted to buy Park $150 sweatshirts that I saw in Kiki Chanel's video earlier. Other than those individuals, a lot of times you're in tight financial spots when you're in college. I don't think she's telling a story that's accurate.
Out about that. I was so sick and tired of being broke.
I think that Rick is playing solitaire on his cell phone.
Okay. I was super coachable. For me, I was like, man, you show me people who are successful, do what they do, learn how to say what they say. You'll get their same results every single time.
No.
You follow any of these.
No. You will not. How do I know that? I was in MLM, and it's not just me. It's not just my experience. 99.6%. Let's say you may have the argument, well, that was back in 2011. Maybe the percentages are different. I am comfortable to say well over 96% of people, and I get that number from some comp plans will tell you 95 point whatever percent of people are not making any money in the MLM, like $0. So I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility that the number's well above 96, 97% still, that those people don't make any money, they lose money, or they go into debt in multi-level marketing. And if it was just me, if I was just going to base this off of my feelings and no data, I would still go with the original percentage. 99.6% of people don't make any money. They'll lose money or they'll go into debt doing multi-level marketing. Yeah, Rick's out.
Amazing leaders that you're going to hear from tonight in the next 25 minutes. Man, I will tell you, grab onto their belt loops.
Did someone just whistle? Is he whistling to cheer? Listen, if we're not allowed to play kazoos, Kevin Tinter, then why are you allowed to whistle?
Hold on for dear life. That's what I did, guys, at 23 years old. Okay. So I was coachable. And guess what? I was willing to freaking work. Okay. It ain't right.
There's lots of people who are willing to work in MLM who don't make any money, who lose money or go into debt in multi-level marketing. Yep, according to a ton of disclosure statements, it's always 1% or less that actually makes money. I wonder if anyone was like, what the fuck, Rick, after they have smiles sewn on. Rick meeting the Candy Crush daily reward. I love it.
Science, it's not like sign up today, become a gazillionaire tomorrow. And yeah, this is a startup, guys. But guess what? We are a freaking startup on steroids. Okay.
They don't have a business. They don't have infrastructure. They don't have a product yet. They've told us that they are going to be shipping product out in a week. It's 5 days in. We don't exactly know what the product looks like. We don't know the details of the product. We don't know the ingredients of the product. We don't know how the back office is going to look like. We don't know anything. We've only been told by the super rich dude on the last stream that he has a lot of contacts in other countries, that he's going to be able to open up their business in a bunch of companies so fast. What? I'm sure all the governments of other countries are going to be like, you're pretty audacious to make that claim.
You're going to hear why we have such a special thing here and how we've been able to put together something so phenomenal over the last 2 or 3 days that people are like, how could they even do that? We don't even really know. The way that
we don't really even know what our business plan looks like. We don't even really know what our compensation plan looks like. We don't even really know what the products are that we're going to sell. We don't even really know a lot. Okay, Michelle. She didn't say that. I'm sorry. I was reading between the lines.
that we've
Oh my
done it
God, a
though is
bug.
all through relationships. And we tell you guys all the time, and you've probably heard forever, it's not what you know, it's who you know. We are blessed to know some really freaking
It's not what you sell, it's who you sell to. It's not what you sell, it's who you recruit. Stop.
amazing people that are way smarter than us, that have way more resources than us. We're good at this.
Yes, Michelle.
Okay. The people you're going to hear from tonight, we're good at this, at network marketing, building teams, helping people become wealthy, helping people.
Network marketing, building teams, helping people become wealthy. Who's gonna teach us how to sell a product? Oh, guess what? You don't even need to know what you're gonna sell. You just need to know you're gonna be able to make money doing it. You just need to be able to fix your face and push it out there and then get other people to want to sell the product too. What's the product? You don't need to know that. You don't need to know that. You don't need to know that. He needs more kazoos, yeah.
People become healthy. That's our passion. That's our calling. That's what we were put on this planet to do. Okay, but there are people that we've surrounded ourselves with that are like a gazillion times smarter than us. They have all the things going, and I'm going to leave that to some of the other speakers. But guys, we came up with a name the other day, and I just want to share this with you because holy cow, like the second I saw the name, and then I started like getting all crazy, like, you know, GPTing the heck out of it, doing all this stuff, and I had chills.
You're going to chat GPT it, and the #1 search term that comes in is a school that already exists, and you're going to have to compete with that SEO to overcome a name that, oh my God. And you're going to have to overcome a name that already is relatively common in another language. It's not even more of a, you don't even have that strong of a chance to rank quickly. Okay. All right. Okay, Michelle. The most majestic, amazing, and wonderful name. Yep. Wait for it.
Full body chills. And so our name is Nueva. And I am telling you guys, this.
Rick's stoked about the name. I can just tell Rick's just jumping for joy that they named their business Nueva. The melty face is the only appropriate emoji for this, other than the cry laughing face. Baby Snark had a good laugh last stream. Get hyped.
Is a movement, okay? Nueva is going to be the new standard because you know what? We're done over the last 2, 3, 4 decades.
Drop a 1 in the chat, not to go MLM on people. Drop a 1 in the chat if you have seen any of the Fire Festival documentaries. One is on Hulu, one is on Netflix, I think. It's either Amazon Prime or Hulu, and then the other one's on Netflix. It's FYRE. And have you also seen, yes, Nueva? If you haven't seen, oh my God, my lights. If you haven't seen Fire Festival, have you seen the Pollen documentary that the BBC network did? They are both similar. They were both to be touted as this is going to change the way music festivals are done. This is going to change the way this experience is done. It's going to be bigger than Coachella. Brr, brr, brr. That is not what happened with Fire Festival. I'm not going to give it away, but I would not sleep on watching it. Pollen, they were going to change the way that you went to concerts, that it was going to be a package where you got to go to the concert, you got to meet the artists, and you got to book your hotel all from one spot. It didn't go well. They started getting cash poor on it, and then the company started intentionally charging the pay over 4 month people until they could make payroll monthly. And it found out, they were told it was a system error, that the employees were told it was a system error, The guys who looked at the code, the people who looked at the code saw that they did an initial test run on a specific date, that the code was changed intentionally, and that they were literally they were pulling funds from their clients' accounts that they were not authorized to pull. They were stealing money. They were floating themselves with other people's money. Hello? So when she says this is going to be incredible, those terms are scary to me because there's no substance to what she's saying. What product are you going to be selling? Where's the information to back up what you're claiming? Oh, there's none? Oh, okay. Sorry.
That we've been in this business between all of us, we are tired of the old standard. We're tired of putting our lives in someone else's hands. We're done doing that. Okay. And you should be too. So anyway, so the name is Nueva.
The person who's throwing stones inside of a glass house is telling us that we should be tired of something? The lady who gets to live the very large lifestyle is going to tell the people in the mid to lower tiers that we should be tired of it? Absolutely not. You saw them both? There's one on YouTube, and it's called, like... Sorry, we're going to go on a scroll trail. I have to tell y'all about it. Pollen... Oh, it's called Crashed. It's an $800 million festival fail? Hold on. Is this it? How did I watch it on YouTube then? Hold on. Okay, it's on YouTube. It's from the collapse of a multi-million pound. It's on, you can look it up on YouTube. It's the 54-minute and 29-second. I'll just link it in the chat.
That's me.
All right, I'm linking it in the chat. I won't be able to focus on the stream if I'm thinking about this the rest of the stream. There's the link. Replay crew, if Scam Central sounds interesting, go ahead and open the live chat and click on the link. They'd cut out the crust and say magic. Yep. And the thing is, we wouldn't even get the soft center of the sandwich. We'd get the dry ass edges.
And it means total rebirth. Okay. And we are setting the standard for wellness. We are setting the standard for wealth. We are setting the standard for worth. Okay. So
you're setting the standard for worth? Fraudacious?
So that is what we're doing, you guys. And we are so excited to have you taking a look at this. It's going to be a crazy ride. So put your seatbelt on because it's going to be amazing. But all I know is with this group of humans, no one's going to bet against us. Okay.
Appeal to authority. We already played that one. No one's going to bet against us. Anti-MLM's going to bet against y'all all day long. I didn't have this strong of a reaction last time I listened to her, but I'm having a much stronger reaction to her internally now that I'm listening to her again.
I'm telling you, what we are going to do, what we've already done is just sick and wrong, okay? It's madness, okay?
Sick and wrong, do you mean in a good way or a bad way? Madness in a good way or a bad way? Which one? It's one of the fallacies. I need to look it up. I don't know this one off the top of my head. It's the fallacy where you say something so vaguely that it can be taken either way. Where you word a sentence poorly so people can take it two different ways. I know we just did this one. I don't think it's equivocation. That's when you change the definition of a word mid-argument. Oh, I was wrong. Equivocation. The fallacy of equivocation occurs when a key term or phrase in an argument is used in an ambiguous way. Okay. Equivocation. Where are ya? I'm tired of this, Grandpa. Holes is such an underrated movie. I didn't think it was equivocation, though. What is the equivocation fallacy? Using a word with multiple meanings in a misleading way. For example, our product is fine, but is that just okay or really fantastic for making money? I was so close. But she's doing that right now. She's doing that with her words right now. And she may think they mean a certain thing. I don't know if she is doing it unintentionally. Yeah, I think that's I think ambiguity fallacy is a similar one to equivocation.
It's insane what we've done. But what we're going to do in the next 10, 20, 30, 40 years and beyond that you'll be able to will to your kids, etc., is going to be, like I said, the new standard. So you guys,
if anybody in the live chat or anyone in the future who sees this, if you have an older training of hers that you want to send my way, or if you want to send it to anti-MLM, it would be interesting to see what she says that's almost identical to what she said when she was in Modere or with her other companies. Because what we've seen more often than not is that these reps can, because their wording's so vague, they can say the same thing from company to company. Hello, Diane. 40 years? Yeah. I think that they were touting that Modere was going to be something special. I mean, 23 years in, multi-billions of dollars in I say sales. I don't know if they're actual sales because you can buy volume to maintain or rank up in Modere when it was still open. You can do that in most multi-level marketing companies. Oh, but just because you can do that doesn't mean that people are actually doing that. It's almost too tempting for someone not to do it in MLM.
I get the honor tonight to introduce one of my best friends in the entire world, okay? She is my human. She is my spirit animal. She's my soul sister. I mean, she's literally just a teeny tiny bit older version of me. Like when I see her operate, I'm like, oh my God, that's good.
A teeny tiny bit older than me? Why did you need to put that in there? Why do people do that? She's only a teeny tiny bit older than me? Did you mean that in a neutral way? Did you mean that in a bad way? Did you mean that in a good way? I don't think you can mean that in a good way. It seemed like extra information that we definitely didn't need. Oh, you have one of her trainings, but it's etched in stone tablets. I got excited for a second, David. Oh, yes. Don't comment on her appearance. And y'all don't have to understand my rules to respect them. I know there's some new people here. We're not commenting on appearance. Thanks. If you did, self-regulate and delete your comment, repost it without the appearance stuff.
Gonna be me when I'm that age. Hell yes. Okay. I am telling you, she is scrappy AF. We all are, which is why we've been able to pull this off over the last, 2-3 days. I'm telling you guys, you've got a scrappy group of people that have your back, that will have your back for the rest of time. And I know many.
What have you pulled off? A lot of Zoom calls? What have you pulled off?
Any of you who've worked with us for many, many years, you already know that. You know, like, I mean, literally all the messages like, oh.
Yeah, no, it's one of my rules. And it is my shoe rule. And again, I'm just going to plainly say it. You don't have to understand my rules to respect them. And I know some of y'all are new. We don't do that. Only because that's my rule. That's what it's been for 3 years.
My gosh, God's hands are all over this business. And these are other leaders in other companies that probably
Bye,
aren't
Alexis.
even coming here, but they're like, you guys are doing something special and God's hands are all over this business. And I will
No? What?
tell you, we were blessed when we came together. And like a lot of us have known each other for many, many, many years. Well, I will tell you, the one you're about to hear from, she was with one company for 35 years and lost all of that on Friday. And you know what? She was a single mom. I'm a single mom and the sole provider of 2 amazing, awesome teenage boys. That's why you see them walking around in the background. Sorry, not sorry. Single
We haven't seen them at all.
mom life, but she was a single mom of 4 kids. Okay. I'm telling you, this woman rocks and you are going to fall in love with her just like we have. And so without further ado, someone who has made literally millions and millions and millions of dollars, but she still works harder than anyone I know to change people's lives every single day. She will pour into you like no other. And that's Miss Margie Alaprandy. So Margie, take it away.
Michelle Barnes. You know, it's so special because some of us have known each other for decades and we had a desire to work together.
I think this is appeal to emotion. I think they're all doing appeal to emotion, but I don't think they've done martyrdom yet. There's an appeal to martyrdom. And I don't think we're doing spiritual manipulation. I mean, they're going to do it, but a lot of MLMs muck about with spirituality. And if you're an ethical Christian, if you're an ethical religious practitioner, you're welcome here in the chat.
And our previous company that closed its.
Wait, what? Ray Higdon launched a Bible network marketing company? What? ATM ad tag message, yep.
Doors gave us that chance. And you guys, we knew there was fuel and power in us being together. When we got this horrific news, some of you are giving on, what's the horrific news? Some of you are listening to this for the first time. Others of us are still in a little bit of a grieving process while we try to let that go and embrace where we're going is bigger than any place any of us have ever been alone. I feel that, like Michelle said, this just feels like a God thing. And I want to share this.
They do not give any detailed information. If you looked at the bite model, it is a way to tell if you are in a destructive or constructive group. So there's behavioral control, there's information control, there's thought control, there's emotional control. This is suppressed evidence fallacy, in my opinion. It's partly suppressed evidence and a lot of it is just straight up information control. She is saying, oh yeah, y'all are probably wondering like what happened, and she's not going to tell us. She's just going to say it was super painful and it was super hard. Is it the martyrdom one? But I think it is. We'll just try it. What is the argumentum ad martyrdom fallacy? Claiming that suffering or sacrifice proves your idea is right or worthwhile. For example, I gave up everything to join this opportunity, so it has to be amazing. I think it's probably going to be a little bit in the future, but that is the idea, and we hear it in MLMs a lot. Like, you don't know you've made it until the haters come. You don't know you've made it until it gets hard. You don't know that you're doing the right thing until you get a lot of pushback. You don't know that you're on the good side of things until lots of bad comes and happens to you. That's the martyrdom fallacy.
Is a purity of intention in this team that
A purity of intention. Oh my God. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I think I've never seen it that doesn't exist elsewhere. We are so committed to bringing everything that we loved from our previous venture that incidentally we crafted. It was an idea and we created it into a reality and it changed the profession. So we have that as our foundation in our DNA. And so we're committed to all of those same principles. The thing that brought us to the boardroom table, a home for everyone, more success for more people, finding your way of doing this on a platform of clean label living with wellness exonerated, like you guys.
That's appeal to nature. That's for sure appeal to nature. That's for sure appeal to nature. What is the appeal to nature fallacy? Arguing that something is good or safe simply because it's natural. For example, this all-natural supplement is guaranteed to make you rich, while ignoring proper testing. And she's gonna say, they're gonna say this, like, they even mentioned it on the other Zoom call that we reacted to. Oh, this is even better than those. It's more effective than those other peptides. They were shading make wellness, but yeah, I don't know.
We're reluctant to say too much. I know, like, tell something. So I'm going to tell you a little bit. We're reluctant
to say what? Because you don't have a product, you don't have a business plan, you don't have any infrastructure, you don't have a website. Oh my God.
Because until everything is inked, we just don't want to create an expectation and disappointment, because our core says be true to the people who are putting their trust in you. And the big
Then why are you, I'm sorry, I don't want to sit this close to the microphone. Then why are you recruiting people? If you had these good intentions that you didn't want to ink something in, why are you recruiting people? Why is John Melton recruiting people? Why are the Teagues recruiting people? Why is Rick recruiting anybody? Why? Again, information control. Out of the goodness of our hearts, appeal to emotion. We don't want to say too much. But just know, I'm going to get emotional about this, and just know that just should solidify that I only have the best of intentions. Yes, it does have a name. It's called Nueva. Even though multi-level marketing in Spanish is technically a masculine word. So, I don't know what they're doing. It's not even like a combo of two different words. It's just straight up the Spanish word for new. 128 here, so like the stream. That would be cool. We're on an even number right now, though.
It's heartbreak for every single one of us on their Friday afternoon and my 2 a.m. in New Delhi was, what about our people? What about our people that are dependent?
Oh, what about our people? What about my $40,000 paycheck? What about my $100,000 paycheck? What about my however many hundreds of, $50,000 paycheck? What about your people? Are you terrified because your people might go to a different company and not be in your downline anymore? And then when you try to figure shit out, that you're not going to be able to make that money until the foreseeable future? But by the time that actually happens, you're not going to have enough people in your downline to make that paycheck back soon? Why is this Zoom if nothing is inked? Good question.
On something and love these products and on. Our thought is of you. You're in really, really good hands. So I am going to tell you a little bit, however.
I feel overly emotional about being manipulated after being out of MLM. She hasn't said anything. Just, hey, we really care about you, and you should believe in us because we are the best people and we have the best of intentions, and we're not going to tell you what company we came from, and we're not going to tell you how well we did other than just trust us that we made a shit ton of money, and because we made a shit ton of money, then we can help you do something. What? Yeah, Alyssa. The history of people in MLMs using minorities' vulnerabilities is another reason the name Nueva bothers me as well, and I believe that is an issue I have. If y'all haven't seen Betting on Zero, I think I have it on... I don't know where it is. It was playing for free at one point, then you had to buy it. You saw the far and wide harm that Herbalife did to the Latino community, specifically in California, but all over. And you see the financial devastation that they were in. They played off of, or they preyed upon the families who did not speak English. They took advantage of people's ITIN numbers. They took advantage of, I cannot concisely retell the awfulness that Herbalife is, in my opinion, and what I saw to the groups of people who lost tens of thousands of dollars, and the issue of the Herbalife shops, the smoothie shops, whatever, the clubs. It's disgusting. If you haven't watched it and you're like, is it that good? If you want to see the fuckery that is MLM towards communities, towards minority communities, you've got to watch it.
Working on some things. You know, I'm the total science geek. I know a lot of you are. So the minute we can share details, we're going to get your fingerprints. You know, we get a chance to have our fingerprints in the foundation. That's an exciting thing to look.
Who gives a shit? Is that for real? Like, are they saying that they're going to pull a Cody Brown and put everyone's handprints in the sidewalk of the back patio? If y'all have done this at your house, I love that for you. In a cult setting, why is that? It might have been a metaphor. It might have been I'm more literal, obviously.
Back on 20, 30 years, a place of stability where no one can whimsically rip this away from us. That when we
oh my God, here's the preaching. Do you honestly think Modere was like, you know what? We're going to go out of business before Monade is. There's no way on God's green earth. Now, they had a cash flow issue, and they couldn't pay out commissions, and I think that's why they went under. That's just my guess. I'm not saying that's fact. And she's saying, oh, we don't want something to be ripped away from us. You're going to be at the top. I mean, cash flow is not discriminatory. If you have it, then you can pay people. And if you don't, and you don't have a venture capitalist group to come in and save you, then you're fucked. You cannot make something a sure deal just because you have hope and belief. No one can rip this away on a whim. Oh, Rich is wrong anyway, yeah. All the things are wrong. Where am I? Like, where's my button?
build our dream and we put our words out and other people buy into our dream, no one can take that from us. Ain't
We put our words out and other people buy into our dream. What about the statistics? What about the data? What does your website do? What kind of traffic can it handle? What is your payment system? How are you going to handle SEO? What does that look like? How is the searchability and the integration, and how are you going to manage 100,000+ reps if you're going to do that much volume? Where is your distribution center? Where your distribution center is going to be able to get this product out to hundreds of thousands of people, if that's how big it's going to be in 2 days? If they do anything other than launch their company in 2 days, I'm going to be pissed. And I'm just going to play their soundbite on repeat of, we're going to launch in a week. Not just launch, we are going to be moving product to customers in a week. If it's anything other than that, they lied to you.
never happening again. So that being said, let me tell you just a little bit about what we're doing.
Never mind. She does not look like our beloved detective Olivia anymore.
In the product arena, let me tell you that it's all built on that live clean mission. That is all.
Live clean. Appeal to nature again. Insert it here.
In place. We're working on a product. This is a single product.
Is the product going to be done in 2 days? Because I know. I'd be like, they didn't really mean that, DC. When you tell someone, I'll just say this. I'm only going to speak for myself. I'm autistic. When you tell me something and then you don't do that thing, I will never forget it. And then they're going to say, well, the majority of our customers aren't autistic. They're not on they're not neurodivergent. They're not on any kind of spectrum. We're just going to be selling to unless you have something that you think can be cured by a supplement. Then we will be talking to you. No, you said that you were going to be ready in a week, that you were going to be moving products to customers in a week. So what do you mean you're still working on something? You're taking this too seriously. No, you're signing up people. They're joining you because they've been terminated, and they're joining you because you said that you are going to move a product to customers in a week, which means you have 2 days left to do that. Okay. More like Olivia Benson's evil twin. Maybe it would be a Black Mirror episode. Oh no, it'd be like Fringe in the alternate universe. You know, you have the Olivia and the two Olivias, and have y'all seen Fringe? Good night, Eclectic Mima. Good to see you. Yeah, rhinoceros. And then they'll say, well, you just took us too literally. You shouldn't have placed your trust. So we can either have it one way or the other. We're either going to trust y'all because you're the best thing since sliced bread, or we shouldn't take you at your word because you weren't exactly being super direct with us. Which one is it? Which one is it? You love Fringe? Oh my God, I love that.
Product. It's I'd say 95% likely, but you'll get details once it is 100% likely.
Is it in 2 days that it's going to be likely? Mother trucker.
It will increase circulation. It will reduce inflammation. It will improve fat metabolism. Like I've just said 3.
Have you? Attention shoppers, would the fake Olivia Benson please come to the front of the grocery store? Would the fake Olivia Benson please come to the front of the grocery store? The Federal Trade Commission and the Food and Drug Administration would like to have a conversation with you and the Chicken Nugget Council. Thank you. if you're new to the anti-MLM, if you're new to the anti-MLM space, if you were formerly an MLM or you don't really know how you got to this corner of the internet, but you're intrigued, there are restrictions on what you can and cannot say about supplements and how they impact structure functions of your body because they're supplements. You can say other things about prescriptions or things that have gone under like clinical trials and stuff like that. You cannot say that about supplements. Even if like an ingredient has gone under testing, you can only say that ingredient has been proven to do something. You cannot then say, hey, our supplement that has biotin in it can do all these things. No, the biotin in this supplement can do this. Hero! Oh, thanks so much, Mina. This would have sold me. I mean, I was in Young Living, and I know you're gonna say, not y'all. You could say, what did you think essential oils were gonna do? Well, it was a slippery slope. Well, it wasn't a slippery slope fallacy. It was a slippery slope of destructive influence. It was an easy sell for me for them to say, try the thieves cleaner. You can clean your windows with it. You can clean your floors with it. You can clean your counters with it. You can put it in your dishwasher, what is it called? Washing machine to add as a detergent booster. And you don't have to worry about your pets walking on it after you mop. You don't have to worry about the fragrances if you are sensitive to fragrances, which I am. So you buy that. And they say, you know why this is incredible? Because the ingredients are incredible. The appeal to nature. I didn't know back then. But I was like, okay, that solidified in the trust sphere in my brain. So then I said, this product works well. And they say the ingredients are quote unquote clean. And it is good for my floof. So what else? What else is good? Hey, did you know the laundry detergent you're using? Not good. What do you mean it's not good? Well, watch all these videos and have a peel to fear fallacy, scare the shit out of you, so you buy that. So then you start swapping out everything in your house, and then you're like, wow, this works, this cleans really well, this does all this other stuff, and then you fallacize your way into thinking that their supplements and the essential oils can do stuff. Your olfactory system, powerful. They cannot claim the essential, they cannot say the essential oils can do what they say. And specifically, Young Living tells the distributors that because they say you have to be very careful and not make claims about what our essential oils and our supplements can help with regarding structure functions of your body. Every single MLM, for the most part, has those restrictions. You can get sued to hell in a handbasket over that. doTERRA reps, we're looking at you. Monate rep, who got let go from Monate during the panini because she said that the supplements from Monate could help you not get sick. Also, that super hella long recorded video I did, I realized it was too long. Towards the end, oh my god, there's a bug. I am a clean person. I don't know where this bug came from. She said that the Emulin 5 that she and her family were taking during the panini, COVID, kept her and her family from ever getting it because she was taking Emulin 5. She literally can't say that. We had a rep in Young Living get terminated because she, along with her team and a nurse on her team, had put together a $400 supplement presentation to talk about how all the ingredients in this customized grouping of products could keep you and your family healthy during the panini. Oh, well, who would believe that, DC? It's people who are already on the verge, who had already dipped their toes into stuff, and you're dealing with people who are scared shitless during a time when health was a big deal. And all this misinformation and stuff's running about. Bugs are a lot. Yes, they are. She's also using Miss Ma'am. Margie Aliprandi, we also did a video on her, like, my first year of doing anti-MLM. She's saying that she's making these claims so that you want to sign up for Nueva. Hi, Blue Lemons.
Thanks. How many
Oh
of you
my
are
God.
thinking,
Alyssa, what the heck? Thank you so much. Alyssa gifted 5 memberships. Victoria got one. Karen got one. XO got one. I love to know how to pronounce that. Don Daisy got one. And Manny's Geek, welcome back to membership. Thank you for the... Yeah, and y'all letting me know, like, when someone gifts something or does a member milestone, I'm very grateful. Thank you so much. Welcome to Illyria. Welcome to the fuckery.
Horatio Gold, headmaster. So very pleased to meet you. So very, very pleased.
Hello, sir. Heard you wanted to see me.
I'd like to say welcome. Welcome to Illyria. Welcome, 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 welcome to Illyria. I just wanted to have you in to say welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Andy's Web. Andy is our bug expert. I definitely have some preconceived notions about what bugs mean in the house, and that was something that I can reframe. Thank you so much, Alyssa.
oh, I take 4 different products to try to achieve that right now. Just listen, my friends, okay? Quick repeat. Increase circulation, reduce inflammation, improve fat metabolism, support brain health. It's a powerful...
Are you... Again, the FTC talks about stuff like this because it's deceptive. But what if the product really does that, DC? Talk to the FTC and the FDA about it. Oh, well, I don't really put a lot of credence on those organizations because they're just bought off. Don't be deceptive. Don't use destructive influence that uses information control and emotional control to convince someone to do something that they wouldn't otherwise do had you not been in front of them. Ma'am? Oh my God. What is happening? DTP Slide, welcome back. SJ Holistic Harmony, welcome. Hazy Rainbow, welcome back. Derby Rose, welcome. Girl Doodle, welcome. Oh my God. What are y'all doing? I'm so sorry I bought 10 and it came out as 2 sets. No, you're fine, Alyssa. I mean, don't we love She's a Man twice? I do.
Horatio Gold, headmaster. So very pleased to meet you. So very, very pleased.
Hello, sir. Heard you wanted to see me.
I'd like to say welcome. Welcome to Illyria. Welcome, 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 welcome to Illyria. I just wanted to have you in to say welcome.
Truly was the break we needed during either evil or alternate Olivia's soliloquy. The other Olivia. Andy's Web, thank you so much. 20 months, holy moly. Got to put that Masters of Entomology to use somehow. We appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Moving on up.
Well, we're moving on up to the east side, to a deluxe apartment in the sky.
I'm very grateful to the members and that there is a whole horde of squirrels out there who support me monthly with the monies. And thank you to the subscribers. Y'all watching and subscribing and commenting help get the word out about MLM fuckery. Yes, and this is an interesting fact. Vanessa is talking about the growth of the global wellness industry. We hear this also talked about MLMs. And my thing is the growth, and I think y'all in the chat probably agree, just because there's growth doesn't mean that multi-level marketing companies are going to be able to take up any new market share of that growth. So, oh my God, y'all take pity on me. We're at 99 likes, and y'all know how I feel about odd numbers. We're very quirky over here. I'm very quirky, and I love that. I'm learning to love that more about myself, but I do not love odd numbers. Okay, we're back.
Antioxidant. It promotes anti-aging. It improves hydration. It supports healthy heart. And I've seen the scientific studies.
Appeal to authority. You're not an authority on this topic either. I'm not either, other than I can say appeal to authority. And also, reading scientific studies, and I think Amy can probably speak to this, you have to be trained in how to read scientific studies. You can allude certain things that aren't even being said via the title, via the abstract, your background, and you assuming that certain words mean certain things because they mean certain things to you based off of like your area of training when they mean something different in the scientific, like, I'm sure I'm butchering this, but it doesn't necessarily mean anything to me that alternate Olivia says she's seen some kind of scientific study on what? And are they on a specific ingredient or a specific type of product? And your product's in that category? Like, we've got questions, but she's not going to tell us that. We're just supposed to be excited and join her opportunity. Name the studies. We'll wait.
Guys, not even going to allude to the delivery system. Because when you find that out, you'll bounce off the walls and you probably won't sleep. So let me just also say a little bit.
As somebody with, I've got chronic health issues. It is what it is. I'm pretty susceptible. I'm susceptible to health and wellness, multi-level marketing companies. I'm susceptible to health and wellness chicken nuggetry. It's frustrating that they are trying to part people with their hard-earned cash based off of logical fallacies and lack of information in general, and it's information control because they're leaving it out. Suppressed evidence. Do I even have that? I have it on my board. Suppressed evidence fallacy. Leaving something out. Please hold. Window. Scenes. Suppressed evidence fallacy. What is the suppressed evidence fallacy? Intentionally leaving out evidence that contradicts your argument. For example, highlighting only a few MLM success stories while ignoring the many failures. It's so close. I was almost there. She's leaving stuff out more in the information control setting, not necessarily. Well, I guess she's leaving out the evidence that there might not be any evidence about the product doing what it says it's going to do. No way, DC's global. That's amazing. Welcome. Welcome from all over the place. Silent listener here from Romania. Thank you so much. Welcome. I appreciate the support, and I'm glad that the rewatch, the prior live streams are helpful for people. Inconvenient truth being so inconvenient. Yeah. Boo. Black oxygen organics. Do y'all know about at Black Oxygen Organics? Savannah was covered by them. Savannah covered them. Probably the forefront person covering that MLM. These parents were ingesting and giving magical dirt to themselves and to their children. And then when their children started getting like sores on their body, the reps in that company were saying, "Oh, it's just their body detoxing because that's what the dirt's supposed to do." Come to find out, the dirt was located in a spot that was relatively near a facility that Savannah. Here's Savannah now. I'm going to link Savannah, and y'all should go subscribe and watch Savannah's content on Black Oxygen Organics. I think there was like hazard waste. Something to that effect. Why would anyone ingest dirt to I would say maybe hold the judgment and sit in the compassion a little bit and watch the videos and realize any individual at any IQ level can get sucked into MLMs, and there's something to be said for intelligent people getting sucked in because they don't think that they would succumb to or be able to be influenced by any multi-level marketing opportunity. A landfill. Okay. The amount of people in this chat who don't know the Boo lore. Listen. Oh my god, Maya. Maya? I won't even say finish my stream. You should go watch the Black Oxygen Organics. Yeah, Savannah has a Boo playlist. It's like all the seasons of your favorite TV show dropping at once. The magical dirt and mud. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's wild.
About peptides. So, peptides are a buzzword. Some people know it.
No shade. I was in Mary Kay Cosmetics and I was in Young Living, and I thought topical application of essential oils was gonna do something to my, to my body. But Herbalife is very twisty. I'm sorry that you got sucked in, but I'm glad you're out. And if we shade people for leaving MLM or for like saying, "Oh my god, how could you have gone in there?" like nobody would want to leave. So, I mean, I felt safe to leave because of live chat and creators and being able to be in the Discords with people like and have conversations. So, you don't watch TV, sorry. Maybe your favorite scientific journal that comes out, I don't know. I mean, just watch the Boo deep dive I did, and then if you want, you can watch the rest of the videos on the Boo playlist.
There are some people who go, what the hell even are peptides?
Wait, what did I miss from Ali Zara? Oh, I drank celery juice for a day when it was hyped up. They said I was detoxing. And you found out you have a celery allergy? Yeah, the medical medium dude too. I don't remember if I did a stream on it as well, but Kia's World did. There's his assistant or his like close like supporter ended up passing. Oh, content warning. Passing away. Mute me if you don't want to hear it. Totally believed in the medical medium's claims, from what I understand, that his celery juice drinking would cure cancer, that she never got medical treatment and she passed away believing in celery juice and the ingestion of celery juice to the very end. Twisty. Okay, I'm done talking about it. Ah, it was fulvic acid pulled from a Canadian peat bog. I mean, if you like celery juice, cool. If you're listening to someone who's going to make claims that it cures anything, I would just be suspicious because there's not been any studies to show. And Medical Medium has millions and millions of loyal followers who think that something in the celery juice is healing them of something.
Right? And there are legit peptides and there are non-legit peptides, but let me just
Legit peptides and non-legit peptides, though, like the oral peptides. We've talked about this on several streams. By we, I mean Amy has added a bunch of value and insight that I cannot add. The difficulty of orally ingested peptides to do what people claim peptides can do, it's incredibly difficult.
give you a little bit of subtext. I know many of you are familiar with peptides, but for some of you are going, what even are they? And why are they such a big deal? So peptides are short chain amino acids. They're the building blocks of protein, and they can do so many things. They can be signaling molecules. They can act as hormones, right? Hormones create everything that happens in our body. They can be neurotransmitters. They can be growth factors. They can influence all kinds of cellular processes. They can give muscle repair and muscle growth.
Amy said there's a reason peptides are usually injections. Stream's over. Just kidding. Oh. And Amy's like, they aren't the building blocks. Replay crew, if you're watching and you don't have the live chat pulled up, I would recommend you pull it up because there's lots of good conversations happening.
They can support tissue and tissue repair. They are huge in immune modulation. So can you...
Okay, but here's the thing. Just because that's what peptides can do doesn't mean that the peptides in your product are going to be able to do what you claim because of the stuff Amy said, but that the injections work better, right? Peptide talk from MLMs just makes me twitchy.
Imagine what we can do. Anti-aging, like the right
God,
peptides, anti-aging.
Hi, kitty.
That can even improve joint health, skin elasticity. I mean, just saying, we got the real deal here. And no promises on time frames, but I want you to know.
Tell me I'm not losing it. Tell me I am not delusional. We heard the Zoom call that we snuck into the other day. #1 Zoom call. The very first Zoom call. Where they said we're shipping products in a week. Oh, did you forget to record that one? What? Good night. Ingested peptides generally get broken down and digested before they can do anything but go off, ma'am. She's literally reading down the AI overview of peptides right now. 2 words, proprietary blend. Yeah, and if it doesn't work for you, it's probably your mindset that's inhibiting something from doing something to your structure, to the structure functions of your body, right? To impact the structure functions of your body.
Know that what we hold in that category, and guys, we are not done being category creators. We are not.
Guess what, Modere? That wasn't y'all didn't come up with trim. Ozma's brother came up with trim, and they like leased the patent, or I don't know how it works with patents. Ozma's brother came up with trim, and I think Ozma's brother produces a trim. I don't know all the details. I'm sure the ex-Modere experts in the chat know. So they have taken the trim to Amare. So what have you actually done to be category kings ex-Modere rep. I'm not trying to be an asshole. I'm just asking questions. I'm confused.
Done disrupting in this space. But what we have with
I'm
what
very nervous right now. You know when you get tricked and you find yourself at maybe a gathering that you did not anticipate being at, and you're like, oh, I object. No thanks. I wonder if we look at the ingredient list for their products, I wonder if any of their ingredients would overlap with Make Wellness. I think they would.
I just told you and how we are going to be able to craft it to bring it to market in the right way for you. Ain't nobody got it. So I just want to say this is.
She like goes from and she's like, for me. And I only do this based off of like, oh, this feels safe. This feels unsafe. This feels safe. This feels unsafe. And I keep sorting things into more detailed information so that I can make better decisions about being safe or unsafe, if that makes any sense. She oscillates between disingenuously sweet to that seems very genuine to who you are. I will rewind it for like 10 seconds so y'all can disagree with me on that too. I would say the smiley one is PR face and the intense one says a lot more to me than the PR face does. The PR kind of vibe. Hello, Raiders. Oops, gotta go up.
We are not done disrupting in this space. But what we have with what I just told you and how we are going to be able to craft it to bring it to market in the right way for you, ain't nobody got it. So
ain't nobody got it. You know, I'm not saying that, you know, you can condense someone down to like the 16 minutes we've listened to this pitch and you're going to know everything about them. I'm just saying something feels strange. Yeah, stop leaning into the camera.
I just want to say this is created by the people for the people. We live, eat, breathe. We're with you in the trenches.
What, did you make it 5 days ago? We make this product's made by the people for the people. Where's the appeal to bullshit? I don't even know. This is called Multi-Level Marketing Cult starts up 5 days ago and they claim they can get a product out in 2 days. That's what this is called. This is called Multi-Level Marketing Company gets shut down and X reps scatter to new companies and then the other reps decide to make their own company. 'Cause trust us, bro, there's no products ready, there's no infrastructure, there's no business plan, there's no comp plan, there's nothing other than convincing people that they're going to be able to make money at the new company.
You know that. We're there. And we're going to create something that takes all the good of that original vision and we're going to elevate it and we're going to up-level it and we are going to continue to disrupt. You're making a really good decision if you can employ a little bit of patience and if you link arms with us.
You know the vibe? I'll tell you the vibe. Has anyone seen the BBC? I'm only talking about energy. I'm not talking about looks. Has anyone seen the old BBC film adaptation of The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe? And there was the White Witch. I'm only talking about the energy. If you haven't seen the BBC version, the Disney version's trash. BBC version is the best one. Anyways, the energy of going from one to this intense one, if you wonder what I'm talking about, that's what I'm talking about. Drop shipping peptides, yeah.
Promise you, we won't let you down because now we control all the variables, not some outside of us who doesn't know our names or care about our missions or our dreams or our families. We control those variables. So
Guess what? Guess what? You didn't seem to have a problem when you were making $100,000 a month or $150,000 a month or $500,000 a month like Justin Prince was. You didn't have any issue that somebody else was controlling the variables when you were making a shit ton of money. A lot of the money's allocated to the top tier of individuals, and the rest of the levels, mid to lower tiers, don't make any money. Or they lose money, or they go into debt and multi-level marketing.
it's now my distinct honor and privilege to bring, I think he's the smartest man in the world. Whenever I have, somebody that I need to lean on for a second opinion from the, a huge range of arenas, Michelle and Rick Teague have got combined, I don't know, what is it, guys, like 40 years in the profession. Rick has 2 law degrees. He's smart. It's just incredibly smart. And they've done over $1 billion in sales. And let me just add that a lot of money.
You may hear $1 billion in sales. A lot of reps, volume, or sales absolutely can be purchased. It's only in one bucket. Your volume you buy goes into your products you buy goes into your volume bucket, and what your customers buy goes into your volume bucket. So it can look like you sold $100,000 a year when you may have bought 30,000 of that, and your reps underneath you might have done 40,000 of that, and your customers might have done 10. 40 years of scamming expertise.
Money, guys, a lot of money was thrown at the people that you're looking at on this Zoom. And there were so many beautiful, generous people and so many good ideas that we saw, but there were also missing pieces that we thought.
They did this. They make it sound like they were wooed for an extended period of time and that these individuals were able to make a decision without a time limit. They decided to do this day one. They get a call mid-afternoon. That evening, they open their own MLM. Give or take. And then they decide to do a Zoom, which is what we snuck in on. So y'all were offered a bunch of money. All right, what are the offers? What are the offers? We're just supposed to trust you that you got offers? Oh, and that's supposed to mean something about you running a company? No way.
We're critical. And so we're out here on a wing and a prayer with all the funding we need, Don't worry about that part, but trying to bring the right thing. And Rick, if we didn't have his mind, I'd be scared. I'm so happy we have Rick and Mateague Shell. Rick, will you step up and tell us what you're thinking, baby?
I know. I don't know what to say after you did that lead
Oh, God. Rick.
in. Man, smartest man in the world. Did you say that? I'm not going to even go anywhere near that one. So anyway.
I love that Rick is just streaming from his bed. He's got his pillow behind his back. He's been the grumpiest person we've ever seen on a launch video. He's like, you know what? Honestly, I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm going to get to be at the top again. What are we doing? Other than not being centered between his 2 light switches. What happens if Rick leaves? I mean, he's carrying 99% of the brain cells, apparently, so they wouldn't know what to do. I'm sure that really makes that other guy feel good. Plus the guy who's giving all the funding. Plus John Melton.
That's funny. I'm going to go through 6 quick points. You would think, yeah, he's going to do a point. Well, point 1 is some of you may be wondering, and we're trying to shift. Some of you
God.
know we've done a couple of Zooms in the last 2 or 3 days, and there's
We've been on the very first one they've ever done. We recorded the one yesterday. We have this one. So if y'all feel free to keep leaking those, Zoom links to us.
so many people interested and so many people want details. They're like, put together a slide deck. We want to see like a building, a comp plan, a picture of a product and all that. We're really close to that, but keep in mind, we only decided to do this like Sunday afternoon. This is Wednesday. So the fact
I'm sorry, they didn't decide to do it Friday. They decided to do it on Sunday. My bad. I don't know what I was thinking. It's way more realistic now. Give us the slides. We want a PowerPoint roast. I mean, ChatGPT could have written your plan for you at this point so you could, trick us. Show us something. But aren't you just so grateful that you get to be on the ground floor opportunity of this new MLM and you get to be placed at the top so that you can actually try to make money? Yeah.
The fact that we're even
Mark,
on
they don't have a business plan. They don't have a website. They don't have any infrastructure at all. They don't know where they're going to be doing business. They haven't even finished the products. They don't know where they're going to be shipping the products out of. They only have this guy who's rich as heck who says that he has a lot of connections in every country that he's done business with before. And he's going to be able to get their company up and running in those countries really fast. What he said on the last Zoom. And that this Nueva, that's what it's called, business, they're going to allegedly have 2 days left to ship the product out. I would never invest in people that did not have a clear business plan. Yep. And they could have asked ChatGPT to remove all the fallacies. You're not wrong.
here, I'll talk.
Dither, I feel like I ruin your watching experience often.
With this many people watching, divine providence is at play, and it's
Guess what? On a panel Zoom, you can't see how many viewers are on. So we just have to trust Rick and the team that they have a lot of people watching the Zoom. Okay. We haven't gotten any details so far, other than the violations for Section 5 of the FTC Act and issues about what you can and can't say via the FDA.
a miracle. And bottom line is, we were forced into this situation. You know that. I mean, on Friday afternoon, our business was basically murdered. I don't use that word lightly, but that's the truth. It was a healthy business. It was a growing business. We had conferences in various markets around the world. We had new product launches. We had new product launches coming. We had all this stuff going. And a big bank and a big private equity company basically got mad at each other and had a shootout, and we were caught up in the middle. That's as best I can put it. So
is he going to tell us that Modere had to have an infusion of cash for $20+ million, and then Modere, like that capital, venture capital company, pulled $10 million from their initial investment, and that they didn't have the funds available to pay commissions or pay their team or et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So this guy is saying, hey, you know what? We didn't do anything wrong, which they may not have done something. They weren't the Modere C-suite. It's more complicated than that. It's more complicated than that. And David Simony on Aaron's stream last night basically blamed, well, you can watch the stream. He blamed the Modere going under on a billionaire who had a bad day. So Yeah, Modere was founded in 2002. So a chunk of time, 23 years.
That basically forced us into action. So if that but what's becoming very apparent to me is this, that you're looking at tonight, it was meant to be. It was supposed to happen, and this couldn't have happened without that happening. And it's really kind of
I hate this. I hate this logic. This was meant to be. This was awful, but it was meant to be. Hey, that really evil thing that happened to you, that trauma that happened to you, it was meant to happen because now we're here. No. You can grow and mature and learn and increase your emotional agility and not have to get there by having something awful happen to you. You don't end up in a good spot just because something bad happens to you. And all of y'all who are surviving and choosing to continue living and just putting, one foot in front of the other after you've experienced trauma or continue to experience trauma, I'm glad you're still here. If it was so healthy, why did they declare bankruptcy? It seems to be a complete lack of empathy for the people affected. Yep. I mean, this dude, all the people on this board, they had lots of money. Have.
crazy because we're here on Easter week, and I hesitate to go here, but it's like our business was murdered on Friday, and
oh my God, don't even say it. It's going to be resurrected on a Sunday. Don't even be offensive to the ethical people who believe. There are regulated functional people who have spiritual practices, and there's regulated functional people who don't believe in anything. All of y'all hang out in the chat. Y'all, I know both groups or the 20 different kinds of groups that are here in the chat share different beliefs about stuff. We come together over civility and respect, and we can also say, this is fuckery. This is absolute fuckery. One, it's illogical what he's talking about. He's also tying a situation that had nothing to do with someone's spiritual practices and ties them to spiritual practices to manipulate people to get them to accept that they're here and it's good they're here now. So, oh my God. It's fine. It's fine.
What you're hearing tonight basically was born on Sunday, and before we even realized what the name that we picked meant, basically means new beginnings, new birth. You know, we had picked
New. Does it? I thought it was just new. I thought it was not even the correct tense. Not the correct tense. It's the correct form of the word when you're speaking Spanish. Okay, whatever. Cool. Oh, you're Marxist. Got it.
Pick that name. And we picked that name on Monday. We did a Zoom Monday night. We didn't do anything Tuesday night. And then here we are on Wednesday doing another one. So I can just tell you, that is crazy. So,
oh, yeah. This is, I guess, appeal to martyrdom again. What is the argumentum ad martyrdom fallacy? Claiming that suffering or sacrifice proves your idea is right or worthwhile. For example, I gave up everything to join this opportunity, so it has to be amazing. Oh my God.
So, and like Margie said, this would be point number 2. Everybody on here was offered a whole lot of money to go somewhere else, but we didn't. And the reason we didn't is because the people that follow us are our primary concern. And I didn't feel like anything I looked at over the weekend where they were bribing me and paying me money to go there. I didn't feel like the people that followed us and followed me and Michelle, I didn't feel like they could legitimately win. Here we got a chance to come together as a group of field leaders and people with money and resources that also came from the field. And so we get to put together something that we know will work in the field. We want to give you the best systems, the tools. We want to make it more possible than ever for you to go out and make.
I think maybe they chose their own origin story. It is just maybe it is 2 words, but the YouTube channel is spelling it as 1 word. Is their logo just text right now? Yes. Let me go. Hold on. Guess what? They're going to have a hard time with their channel because there's already a the Nueva School YouTube. That's the first one that comes up. It's fine. They're just going to have the worst. They're going to have the worst time ever. I'm trying to pull up because it doesn't populate or anything right now. So, okay.
That live clean mission.
They have videos on their channel. They're all unlisted. I'll show you. It's literally just, this is their logo right now. And it might just be a placeholder. We don't know. This is their logo right now. And we know this for sure is their logo right now because y'all just have to trust me. Just trust me for now because for the same reason I know that they have videos populated on this YouTube that are unlisted, okay? MLM being sloppy, you don't say. Good night. We don't use people's sexual orientation as a negative. I don't know if you were meaning it to be a negative, but just as a heads up, we don't do that here. I also take things pretty literally and I don't pick up context when I read stuff, so I'm just trying to be clear.
Money without recruiting and team building, if that's what you want to do, or if you want to build a big team, we want to make that as possible as we can. And we get to control all that from the ground up, like Margie said, with nobody else involved. So that's another point, field DNA designed by the field for the field. And that makes us very unique. I guess if I had to say something else, there would be, there's this word called magic. And you hear that.
There's this word called magic? Boy, that's what I want to hear now. No business plan, no product, no ingredients, no payment system in terms of how you're going to be able to take and the security around handling people's credit cards and their names and their protected information. None of that. How are you going to get people to find your company? Oh, wait. Did you already see the names you have to compete against that are already established? Oh, we're going to climb that mountain when we come to it. Okay. Okay. The concept of magic. Maybe he's...
The words are easy. The music is hard. And music is involuntary. If you've ever been...
How do we go from magic to... The words are easy, the music is hard? I mean, do you understand singing? Hello, good morning.
In a company like this and you don't have the right music, it's almost impossible to go out and build it or attract people to you or recruit people or anything else. Well, that ability to do...
Hans Zimmer would just. Okay, whatever.
Do that.
No
in many
website. Yes,
cases,
no website. Yep.
Is involuntary. You either got it or you don't. And I can tell you,
You chicken nugget. That is not true. You don't either have it or you don't. Oh my God. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Teachers, instructors, yes, are some people maybe naturally inclined to have a feel in everything? Are there ways for teachers and instructors to work with people where they can help steward someone's, like, the best that person can be, and the best that person can be can maybe outperform somebody who's naturally talented? And I mean, maybe that has happened. There's people who practice and practice and practice, and they're incredible. There's other people who don't have to practice as hard, or they do practice as hard and they're more talented, and maybe they're significantly better. It's not just one or the other. It's not a either or fallacy.
that's what we got here. And that's also what I didn't feel in some of these other places that we looked at. So the music is here. That makes the magic is here, which makes the music much easier, which makes what you're setting out to do much more achievable. And then the final point I'll say is,
Join us in this opportunity. We have no commission structure. We have no organizational structure. We have no website. We have no product. But there's magic here. And we're the music, and you're going to be the voice to go out into the... What?
You hear this, and some of you may be on here and you're not really from the previous company. You might even not know that much about the previous company, but we came in and had a model called social retail. And over the last 12 years, we did change the industry. We set out to intentionally disrupt the industry. One of the hallmarks to that plan was that you should be able to come in to a company like this or that one and now this one and earn significant money without having to recruit and team build if you don't want to do that. And that's important.
You chicken nugget. That's not how the comp plan worked in Modere. That's not how the comp plan worked. If the comp plan was, forget it. But we're still at the top, right? Interestingly enough, if y'all don't know what additionally has happened, is John and other people who are moving from Modere to new companies. John Melton is starting his own company. They are asking everybody to stay in their position in the organizational structure that they were in Modere, and they're going to take that entire team to the new company. And it's like, y'all are all independent contractors. First come, first serve. Somebody go sign up faster than John's whatever. Any team who's asking you to do that. Stop. Sure. I think that's a good point, Blue Lemons. I think he doesn't think it's meaningful or it means anything, and so him maybe is talking about maybe charismatic energy or something, but it seems like because he doesn't think that it means anything, that it adds insult to injury because he has not provided any basis for anything that we're supposed to trust in this new company.
Possible in places, but we rocked it. We had more people earning more money from their customer groups, which we call a customer pod, than any company in history, especially for one that was our size. But
then why did your company close? Why did they have to get an infusion of money from a venture capitalist group for $20 million infusion? We were so amazing. Then why did Modere have no money? Oh, but we were bringing in money. They just misused the funds. Okay.
on the other hand, we also had just monstrous successes in team building. So that model is, we're bringing that forward. And like Margie said, we're elevating and advancing that. And as far as a comp plan, I've had 1 million people ask me about comp plan. we're basically going to copy that comp plan, and why wouldn't we? I would say it's the most successful comp plan that's been in the industry since that company formed, and that was 12 years ago. So we're going to bring that same comp plan forward into this company. It's going to have a customer acquisition component. You can earn up to 36% on your customers. You're going to be able to share out, you know, those customers are going to be incentivized to share out to other customers. They can earn, you know, credits, but you earn the dollars. So those pods kind of.
Oh, wow. So the customers aren't incentivized to sign up because they're only getting product credit, but when the customers share out their link and the customers get product credit, you're going to get cash. Got it. So before the Modere comp plan changed 12 or 11 years ago, it was better, quote unquote. Modere changed the comp plan into something that was less good, and they are going to go back to the original comp plan. Okay. Oh, good morning to everyone else just starting their day.
Kind of swell up like a balloon.
That's okay, Blue Lemons.
Up to 36% on the whole pod. We will have deep generational pay, you know, for you network marketing comp plan geeks. It's a generational unilevel that will pay from 4 to 7% on up to 8 generations. You know,
so it's Young Living. Okay.
3-line wide plan, you know.
So they're going to copy and paste Modere. No wonder they're going to poop this out in a week. And not only that, they're copying and pasting old code, basically.
Some of you know what I'm talking about. Some of you are like, woo, 70% max leg, all that good stuff. We had all that in the other company. We know that works. Like I said, the most successful comp plan in the industry the last 12 years, we're going to copy it. We're going to improve it a couple of ways. We know what it pays out, you know.
This is the LuLaRoe of comp plans. If you haven't watched the Lula Rich documentary, this is why I say this. LuLaRoe was forcing their graphic designers to churn out so many patterns per day that they were basically downloading patterns from the internet, changing 2 items, and then calling it good. So it wasn't them plagiarizing. That's what this feels like. We're going to change a couple of things, but mostly it's going to be the exact same that it was before. Cool, cool, cool.
No, that's a very important thing. So anyway, why wouldn't we copy it? And then we'll have a leadership bonus to infinity. And, you know, the bottom line is we're going to take all that. We're going to create every system and every tool possible that enables you to go out and build a business, whether it's a customer group or a huge team or.
Since they're saving all this, the correct voice.
Since they're saving all this time copying and pasting, you'd think they'd have enough time to come up with a real logo.
Maya, you're not wrong.
Whatever else. And I can just tell you, there's a lot of companies watching what we're doing. I think we're actually worrying some people. And once again, it wasn't voluntary. You hear leap and the net will appear.
Leap and the net will appear? No, thanks. Who are y'all scaring? Who are y'all scaring? Not me.
Well, we didn't really leap. We were kind of, pushed, and then it wasn't.
We were kind of pushed, literally. Not only pushed, like y'all didn't get any of your commission checks. Okay.
Just a net. This isn't a safety net. This is like we found ourselves in the seat of a space shuttle, just starting to rumble on the launch pad. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to John Melton. John, I don't know that I need to introduce him. He's kind of like a rock star. He probably ought to be wearing
the king of network marketing. Oh yeah, did y'all hear that voice message that Amber DeLoof posted? I wonder, where did I put it? I think I downloaded it and it's in my, hold on, please hold. Where? When was I working with? Okay, it's after this. Oh, it's on my desktop. iCloud. I'll have to grab it from my laptop. I'll put it in stories. I'll put it in stories tomorrow. John Melton was basically being John Melton and said he was the king of it. He wasn't the prince. He was the king of network marketing.
Sunglasses. Every time I go anywhere near the internet or social media, there is John. You know, everywhere I go there, and he's always saying something.
That's because he's in your contact list, and Facebook knows that y'all know each other, and they probably forget it. So this dude Rick, who's the smartest person that Margie Alaprandi knows in the planet, doesn't understand that he always sees John, not because John is, I don't know, super visible. He keeps seeing John because Rick and John know each other. Forget it.
Something smart. He looks like he's 16 years old, but he's not. And I don't know. He's probably generated, I don't know, who knows how much. But anyway, I'm going to be quiet, let him close this thing out. And John,
thank God.
I see you there. Talk.
Rick, you're awesome. That was fun. I don't know if Rick's ever introduced me on a Zoom or a webinar before.
He still hasn't, so
that was really cool. And you're an absolute legend. And of course, everybody you heard.
If you're wondering, like, why do they say something positive and then the person starts talking and then they say something positive back? It's the whole edify, solidify that the person who you just were listening to is someone you should have been listening to.
From is a
Not
legend.
only is it the John Melton, it's the real John Melton, and that's his name on Zoom.
And you guys didn't even hear from some of the people that are behind the scenes getting our products ready.
The real John Melton as opposed to the other John Melton. Listen, I think we should just call him other John Melton. Oh, I guess we can't because he's the original John Melton and the other lady's the other Olivia Benson. Got it. Never mind.
Getting the site ready. Like there's this guy that I've known for like 15 years, and he has been hammering me for a decade. You got to start your own company. You are so talented. You, Nadia, all your leaders. Like if you guys.
I hope he's stretched out, honestly. I would hate if he tore his rotator cuff. You know. Or his bicep tendon, patting himself on the back.
Came together and I'm like, listen, man,
Savannah.
I'm good. Like where we're at, our people are making money. We have the best comp plan, the best culture, the best people.
You have to listen to what he said about Amber DeLoof and Frequenz. Whatever. Marina Simone and Bryn Lang. You should have heard what Mr. Oh, if you remember, you heard, but there's more.
You know, we were crushing it for a decade. And like Rick mentioned, and these other leaders mentioned, just like that, our business was gone. Just like that, our checks were gone. 10 years of work down the drains. And it was the
10 years of work. Were you not making money in all those 10 years? Was it 10 years down the drain for you, or was it 10 years down the drain for your downline who weren't making the checks like you were making? When I talk about checks, Justin Prince was making upwards above $500,000 a month. On the month that he got terminated, he was supposed to get a $300,000 check for his override bonuses or whatever. John Melton has been living a luxurious lifestyle off of the backs of the financial sacrifices of his downline. So you're going to say, oh, those 10 years down the drain, is it because you had people with a pulse and a credit card who were trained to buy volume so that you could make commission? And now you have to grow your team again?
second time it happened. Second time in 10 years it happened. And I'm like, you know what? Like, I can't even imagine going to another company and just hoping it doesn't happen again. And listen, I'm sure there's some good companies out there, but it's like gambling.
It's like gambling?
And I just didn't want to have that lottery ticket mentality and put my heart and soul into something. And, I'm 44. I don't want to wake up when I'm 54, 10 years from now, and it happens again. And
This is slippery slope for sure. What is the slippery slope fallacy? Arguing that one small step will lead to a chain of extreme negative events without proper evidence. For example, join our MLM today or you'll be stuck in a dead-end job forever. Or in this case, you better join us here because out there, those MLMs, they're not safe. You don't know what's going to happen. If you join them, it could happen what happened to us in Modere. It could just be gone like that. Even though I've made millions of dollars in Modere, you don't want to try that for yourself. You want to play it safe over here.
it's not just about me, it's the team. Like our team.
Stop. Yeah, your team makes you money. God. Is that a Chicago Bulls logo on a shirt? Oh, time to send him to an ad. Oh my God. Oh. Rip.
Over the last 10 years, did over 400 million actual dollars in sales. Over 85% of that revenue came from customers.
I love how he said over this amount of money in actual sales, and over 85% of that was from customers. So what about the other 15%? Was it just y'all buying volume? You can't even track that. You can't even track that, John.
Buying products that they love
I'm
from
sorry.
people that were promoting on social media, right? Not having to rely on friends and family and doing home parties, but genuinely learning how to generate leads, create curiosity. The problem is we're with a very old company that had very old technology. And Josh was always telling me, man, like the technology I have, the software I have, the capture pages, the funnels, the systems, abandoned carts and all these crazy cool features that our other company, they would create something, but then it would be.
Did we not all get on the same page about either using other company or Modere? Because Rick totally blasted that out of the water. He said Modere like 1 billion times when he was talking. Okay, this is going to go on a thumbnail. I was like,
wonky and they would have glitches. And I'm not saying, what we're going to do is going to be perfect or not have problems and, challenges, especially with it being a brand new company. But like Rick said, it was like just a few days ago, we were like, what are we going to do next? Just a few days ago, we were trying to decide what was that next best step. But
guess what? Just a few days ago, you said that you were going to have a product that you were going to send out in a week or whatever that rich guy was who was talking. Brian McMillan, whatever his name was.
the two gentlemen that I've been working with for the last decade that have been the most generous, helpful, intelligent people I've ever worked with. Now, you're not going to see them on social media. They're not out there, building teams on the front end, but they support massive organizations on the back end. They've been in the industry with Tim and Brian. They've been around for decades and decades, and they have built incredible businesses, and they have the resources, they have the connections, the relationships. And I was like, man, because they were like, we should start our own company. And we met this guy, Josh, and I'm like, Josh Zweigel? They're like, yeah. I'm like, Josh is a good buddy of mine. I know what he does. I've been wanting to partner up with him, but at the end of the day, I never wanted to walk away from our current business. So them coming together, and then they got me excited. And then I'm like, if we can get Rick and Michelle Teague, if we can get Michelle Barnes, if we can get Margie Alaprandi, if we can get Tony and Sarah Zalecki, all the people that we built our last business with, I think.
Oh, did you forget your Lord and Savior, Justin Prince? You forget about him? The face of Modere? Justin Prince didn't recruit John Melton, but Justin Prince was in John Melton's upline. Whatever. Justin Prince started his own MLM a year and a half ago after he got terminated by Modere about 2 years ago.
We'll get everybody. I think everybody will come with us. And even if they don't come with us in the beginning, they'll come with us later. And we can have full control. We can be involved in the decision.
He meant full control of the aspects about how they're going to build a company, not full control of the people. Poor David. David got left out. David's pissed about it.
Decision making, and we don't have to worry like, wake up one day and some private equity firm or some random person that I'm not really friends with or know at all has pulled the rug or made a horrible decision that costs all of us our livelihood. And the fact is, I now see, it's funny, I always made fun of startup companies for years and years. I now understand.
It's interesting that he's also saying, oh my God, I would love to be in another company, but I just love Modere so much, that he's admitting that now when his live streams that he's done don't back up him saying that.
Understand why they pop off like they do and why they're so exciting, because there is something about the unknown and the mystery. And yeah, we've got these peptides, we have another product that I just tried, we have a few other products that we're going to try. I mean, we're not going to have like one product or two products now, maybe like in the first month when we launch.
So they're moving the goalpost again. That's not what they said on Zoom 1. They said, we are going to be shipping products out in a week. And now they're saying, oh, month 1, in the first month. But I thought Nueva isn't a startup. Wah.
The goal is to be able to start pre-launching and enrolling within a matter of weeks and literally.
What a fucking liar.
Start shipping products, taking orders within the month. Now, I don't want to overpromise and underdeliver, so it could be 45 days. I know some of you are like, what about Europe? What about Canada? We're going to do our best. Literally, we're working tirelessly. Like Tim and Brian.
Are you working tirelessly to lie to us? That's not what they said in the first Zoom. That's not what you said. That's not what you said. That's not what y'all's people on the Zoom said. Guess what? We know what y'all said because we were in there streaming it live while it was live. Mother trucker.
On the phone yesterday for 5 hours, finalizing something that.
Oh yeah, the rich dude Brian McMullen is the money guy. Brian, the guy who is on the last stream, the one that was very like low energy. That's the rich ass person.
They're going to know more in like 2 days. That's another thing. The point is, there's a lot happening and it's happening quickly. And I know some of you want updates. The problem is, again, we don't want to say, oh, here it is, and then never mind. Does that make sense?
Do you think that we're... They must think that we are the most unintelligent people on the planet, or that the people they're trying to recruit are the most unintelligent people on the planet, or that we are so forgiving, or that they are so forgiving that we're just going to be like, oh, they probably didn't mean it. If those people signed up or agreed to come to your opportunity under the false pretense that you were going to be able to ship products out within a week. Deceptive.
Like even with the name of the company, man, we went back and forth for 3 days. It's a big decision. And understand, less than a week ago, we were just chilling. We were chilling. We had our business. We were happy with our company. Yeah, it had gone through a lot of problems the last couple of years, but this was like out of
a couple problems because of Justin Prince. Okay.
Nowhere. So to go from that horrible situation to 5 days later, we have we're doing presentations, we have groups, we have chats, we have
Oh, is this a presentation with no PowerPoint? Got it.
People excited. We have thousands of people ready to enroll. We have products, systems, the marketing, the branding, the name. I mean, how much love?
What marketing? What branding? What branding package?
Neweva, right? It's going to be the best ever, and it's going to be a wave. It's a new wave.
Oh, we're going to clip that. We're going to clip the shit out of this.
It's something that all of you get to be a part of, and I think it's going to be epic. I think it's going to be magical, just because of the people. Yeah, we're going to figure out the products. The comp plan is going to be.
It's about the people and it's about recruiting. Like, we don't give a shit about what the products are. That's just the vehicle for you to make money.
It's going to be like our last comp plan, but way better. You'll see. There's just some amazing things happening. And then you got the technology, the software. You have these people that have a lot of experience on the back end. We have people that.
Yes, he did. Are we going to make a reel out of that? Yes, we are, Amy.
Understand manufacturing, shipping. They understand like the international aspect and all the different types of products we can roll out. There's a couple other ideas that we had today that I think are going to be a game changer. And if we pull this,
You know, it's a game changer. If y'all actually are going to ship the products in a week like you promised you were, and then, you know, didn't backtrack right now. Do you think that they hope that the Zoom call, nobody recorded it, so nobody's going to remember that they said, hey, we're going to ship the products out in a week? And they're backtracking on that.
off. If we even do half the things I think we're capable of, this will be one of the hottest companies in the history of the profession. And guess what? There's not a lot out there right now that's hot. There's not a lot out there right now that's growing. And I think this is a God thing.
Hello, Amway? Did you know that Modere didn't come, I don't think ever was top 5? Well, I guess I need to look. I don't remember what Modere was. Not top 5. And I'm not trying to say like, oh my God, Amway. I'm just trying to say like, you're talking about someone retaining their top leading status. Unfortunately, it's a giant to take down MLM-wise. Modere didn't come close to him. You're going to tell us like, 23 years of Modere being open, that I don't even think it hit top 10. Maybe they did. Don't tell a magic. Nueva is the best ever, forever.
I think this was all meant to be. Obviously, I didn't think that at first. The first day was like, you know, shoot me. It's like Rick said, it was a murder. We're laughing now, but it really wasn't funny. And by the way, we all were supposed to earn like all of us leaders were supposed to get like a 6-figure deposit on Friday. So you can imagine like, and like, I think Tony said,
Oh my God, so sorry for us. Like, we're not going to get our $100,000+ in our downline. Fuck them. We don't even know how much they would have gotten in. Like, if they actually had compassion for what their downline would have had deposited into their account, they would have said, actually, our team lost out on $750,000 total, or $1.2 million in commission. Our team lost out on that. They say when it's convenient, their team matters, but when they actually are talking from their authentic self, hey, by the way, I lost a bunch of money. Okay.
editor, maybe it was Rick, we were offered a lot of money to go elsewhere. We're just like, but how is that good for our people? None of these
I lost out on 6 figures, but like, when have you talked about the people?
plans, none of these companies had what we had. So we're not going to take a step down. No, let's just recreate what we had, but better and have control. Anyway, I'm excited. You can probably tell. I love you. I respect you. We appreciate you so much. We honor the fact that this is a risk for all of you as well. A lot of you have probably been approached by all these other companies. And listen, if you got to make money and you're in a hurry, you got to do what you got to do. But I think
this is a closing tactic. It's for you to not appear very desperate. It is, I forgot what it's called. I'll have to ask my dad. My dad knows what it is. But you basically kind of like an open hand that you're not desperate to hold on to it, but you are acting like, make the best decision for yourself. We understand if you have to go and make money.
you can just hang tight. Like every day we have updates. Like I can't even imagine how much further we're going to be just 1 week from now. Just 1 week. By next.
Guess what? In a week, you're going to be late on your promise to already having shipped your product.
Next Wednesday, we're going to know so much
Anyway,
more
this is just so weird. The vibes are so off overall
than we do right now. So
I think this is the birth of a cult, in my opinion.
Bear with us, but I know a lot of you're so excited. I have people that
top 80 dropped 40% in revenue. Yeah, they not even close. Yeah.
I haven't worked with in over a decade that I used to work with. They're excited for the first time in like 10 years. Like, it's just so cool. I feel like I told a couple people, I'm like, we're bringing the band back together because we used to have another company that we all worked together in before this last one. And again, this
I think it was Vema. Oh, what was that? Did they get shut down by the FTC? Let me look. I'm sorry. Let me ask my, did Vema? Venmo was shut down by the FTC in 2015 for engaging in deceptive practices and being a pyramid scheme. I guess you didn't want people to look that up, John.
Ours. You and me, we're all in this together. And how many's ever heard those cliches?
I missed an opportunity to say we're all in this together. High School Musical. I missed a big opportunity right there.
It's like, you know, the people that get in early get rich. Okay, we're all getting in early together. Anyway, I appreciate you. I hope everybody's fired up, jacked up, and excited. Smash that.
Smash what like button? You're in a Zoom call, my guy.
That hard button if you're in the social retail changing the game group, and let us know if you're going to be with us. I think most of you.
Social retail changing the game group. Thanks so much for that, dude.
I think that's why you're here. You're riding this wave. Drop some wave emojis in the comments. Look at the webinar comments. My goodness. And by the way, if you're like, where else is this streamed? It's in the social retail ATM group. If you don't know what that means, don't worry. We'll bring you up to speed. It's the system that made us the top team in the entire world, that the entire industry copied, but it's hard to copy. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to copy this magic we have or had or will continue to have in our new venture. So if you need people to watch the replay, add them to social retail, tag them in the comments. And for a call to action, you're like, okay, what else? Make sure you get back with the person that invited you on here and tell them, I want to be one of your VIPs, the first to know.
Oh my God, the energy, my guy. What's happening?
When things are ready. All right, y'all. Have a great night. Fired up, jacked up, and excited. Nueva. Let's go. Peace.
They edited this. There's like, I think there's well, we're not going to watch anymore. We're done. We did it. Insert Dora. Good job, team. Oh my God. RIP 3-hour stream. Happy to be back, guys. Hopefully we didn't have any buffering issues. I don't even know what to say. I'm going to have to go back and do side-by-sides of the claims made in Zoom 1 and the claims made in this Zoom. And just go back and forth. The vibes are not vibing. You know what? If you hate MLMs, go ahead and lick our stream. Just thumbs it up. Please at least one person do it because we're at 119 right now and it's just, I don't want to go to sleep on an odd number. You know what I'm saying? We'll keep you apprised. If you are wanting to watch more of this type of content, Erin is dropping a video tomorrow, but members only. She is reacting to a Justin Prince video, and she's done a live stream to Dave Simony, who was upset about being terminated from Modere, pissed off at Justin Prince, pissed off at John Melton, all the things. I know there's a lot of people covering that, so thank y'all for joining. Alyssa, I'm restarting. Yeah, mostly smooth, and other than the first 30 minutes where I was buffering hard. So, thank y'all. Preserve and promote your emotional well-being. Don't forget to hydrate and take your meds if you haven't yet. And I'll see you next time. Remember that we don't drink the Kool-Aid here. We analyze the ingredients, and I'm still working on my outro, so I'm going to go ahead and end the stream now. Bye!